Oh, that's funny.
Oh
yeah.
Pick the mic up, man. You over there munching.
She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy.
I want to hear this.
Old Detroit.
And
I don't know the rest.
you are in the white clubs all the time. You don't know the rest.
I used to karaoke on this song on a regular. I don't know what happened. I'll mess it up.
Listen,
Look at
man.
my white card right now.
Too bad we can't play the record.
Yeah. Oh, but 5 seconds before we get sued.
Or like 10 seconds worth.
Probably should get the Kids Bop version.
Well, again, welcome, come one, come all, to another episode of On the Record. I'm DJ Intense. To the left, I got my man Walt. What's up, man?
What it do, people?
Welcome back, brother.
I'm here.
I know.
I'm present.
Presently.
In the flesh.
In the flesh, yes.
Not spirit, not none of that stuff. In the flesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to the right, I got my man Said. What up, son?
Yo. What's up, people, man? I'm glad to be back. Week 3.
Yes.
Hopefully
yes.
curse-free.
Yeah. We got a bet today, so
Respect the swear jar.
exactly. We have a bet today, because I've been doing these edits and it's been killing me softly. So I'm like, listen, gotta respect that swear jar, man. You know what I mean?
I'm at Luke Cage right now, man.
Just think of the swear jar as Adam Silver with the NBA Cares flag. These athletes need to get in line.
Oh man.
Oh man.
And we're off of a bang.
Listen,
Yep.
man, your energy was missed, Walter. That's all I'm
Listen,
saying.
man, no flagrancy out here right now.
Don't be flopping.
No flopping? No fragrant one?
No flagrant one,
No
man.
tech?
This shit, no 80s NBA, man.
Okay, all right.
No 80s NBA in 2021.
No accidental spilling the soda on the floor.
Nah,
Hey,
I can't do that.
Can't
That's
be
the
Jason
J Kid,
Kidd.
yeah. I know.
That's a savvy veteran move. Son. The worst part about it, he's like, hit me. Butt me. Nah, that was a smart move. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was a smart move. J Kid is smart. I think I would have done something like that, to be honest with you. That's a very smart move. That's a very smart guy.
Okay.
Pop should have went after Jason Kidd, but not at the expense of Tony Parker, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we would have gave these Lakers problems. You know, they would have really hated our guts.
If you had J Kid
Oh,
over
for
Tony,
sure. Yeah.
who's a better point guard in your opinion?
Jason Kidd's a better point guard,
But
but
Tony's a better scorer.
Tony's a better scorer. But I feel like once Tony came into his own, his game was able to complement Pop's system.
Yeah.
Because I feel like at his best, he was better than a lot of the point guards people thought he wasn't better than, like a Chris Paul, like a Steph Curry and stuff like that. Because he never stops moving, and he knows where he's going, what he's doing, and he's so accustomed with that system. And, you know, for Pop, you got to play some defense to be out there. You can't just be, Chef Curry. I'm just saying.
Shots fired?
I mean, you call it what you want, but I'm just saying that this guy, without Klay Thompson, leaves a lot to be desired defensively.
Listen, man, you need a dynamic trio for them to be successful. Just ask Draymond.
Listen,
didn't they say Draymond's better than Charles Barkley? Didn't people say that at one point?
Yeah,
it was blasphemous, but it's whatever though.
I mean, non-basketball known people said that. I don't know.
Casuals is what we call.
Okay. Can we call him the retail basketball fan?
People who just woke up today said that Draymond's better than Charles Barkley.
True. Like those who weren't around in the 80s, 90s could see that. Those who don't appreciate classic basketball say that.
Mm-hmm.
Those who don't appreciate the hackness that is Sir Charles, the Mr. Flagrant Vowels, the Mr. Physical.
That is very disrespectful. That is very. I'd take that very personal.
Mm-hmm.
If someone was telling me that so and so is better than I, and it couldn't be far from the truth.
But here's the thing, though. He can say people say that for one reason only. Who has a ring?
But sometimes rings is overrated.
Yeah.
Sometimes because Robert Harvey has what, 7, 8?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can say Robert Harvey is the greatest player of all time over MJ? Would you say that?
No, hell no.
Okay then.
But I'll say Bill Russell is up there.
Listen,
Bill Russell
there are drivers and there are passengers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Draymond is a bit of a passenger sometimes.
Is he a backseat driver? Backseat passenger?
A little bit, yeah, he is. He's definitely a backseat.
What it makes Robert
backseat
Horry
driver.
the greatest passenger ever?
Robert Horry, I always felt could have been more than just what he was known for. I think he just chose to be what he was known for because he didn't really have to put the spotlight on you when things mattered most. You just got to, play your role and do it in a fashion where there wasn't as much as accountability of like a Shaq or Tim Duncan or Hakeem Olajuwon.
Facts.
So this notion that Robert Horry is like an all-time great over so-and-so is blasphemy. I think he's one of the greatest role players of all time. Might have an argument probably for the greatest role player of all time.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just not. We don't put him in the tier with the likes of Shaq, Hakeem, and Olajuwon. There's just levels to this.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to say a quick thing before we get the show started, man. You guys don't realize the peers out there. It's hard doing what we do here.
Oh, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even, we're not doing it for popularity. We're just doing just three guys, sometimes two of us that just want to get together and we talk our ish. And I want to say to both of you guys that thank you very much.
Appreciate you for inviting me.
It's not hard.
It's not same here.
You know what I'm saying? Some days, you guys are going to say some days I tell them 7, we don't start till 10. 2 days later.
That's a fact.
Or I'll say 9 and I'll be like, we got to come up ahead of time. Because I'm usually the one who's out and about roaming these streets, being at AAPI.
No, but I will say, this is I think the earliest we started.
Really?
Yeah.
I will say
10 o'clock, 10:30.
Yeah,
that's early.
Okay.
Because usually it could be between like closer to like 11
and midnight,
and we haven't started yet. But but for the most part, with me taking my sabbatical off of social media and stuff like that, I should be sleeping at a timely fashion.
Oh, really?
Like that.
You took your time off social media?
Yeah, I just deactivated my Facebook. I think Snapchat and Twitter is next.
Wow.
Yeah.
Reason why?
Reason being, one, I'm just done with the overload, and the other reason, well, I'll tell you off the podcast.
Something in the stalker department. Something in the stalker department, I'm guessing.
Nah, definitely not the stalker department.
Did someone play you?
It was something like that.
Okay.
You owe money?
No.
No. We'll keep it off air, unless he wants to bring it on air. But I respect my co-host opinion. I'm not Joe Buttons.
A Nigerian prince wants to get that money from you.
I mean, I'm not Joe Buttons out there running people over.
Nigerian prince.
You know what I'm saying? Doing foolishness out there.
Honestly, I hope they work that out.
I hope so too.
Because I've been following them since they were. I'll name this podcast later, and I saw the transitions that they were having, looking for the right dynamics.
Yeah.
But hopefully they figure it out because I like what they do.
So do I. Because you know what it is? It was a way better show than Everyday Struggles, man. Because as a one person that was missing, that I liked, that I hated him with a passion, and that's DJ Academics, man. He's a piece of crap. Crap. I said crap. I stopped myself. I said crap.
Listen. The recording will tell the truth. That's all I know.
I said crap. I didn't say the S word. Look at me getting a free meal.
Listen.
You get a free meal. I see him fun already. Nah, son. I stopped myself. I stopped myself. I said crap. I love last minute save.
All I know is the recording will prove
I pull a WWE last second shoulder up, all right?
Listen, the recording will prove
I'm all means, just do it. During the commercial break, we'll find out.
We'll go back.
We'll do that.
Okay.
I think
someone was late on that bleep button. Someone was late on it. Like it wasn't even supposed to get out.
I'm losing $1 today, man. Bump that noise. I am not losing $1 today.
Listen, man. Like I said, we'll see what happens. When I go back, I have to do the scrub.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
But yeah, yo, said
man.
Show's edited and ready to go. Yo, you owe me like $30, right? Wait, what?
Slippery slope.
Y'all must just show real quick, man. I want to double check. Don't be. Pull out Jimmy Kimmel show and do unnecessary censoring to get me losing $30, man. I'm telling you, we have a problem.
But sometimes, like I tell people,
listen, you can part ways with 6 Lincolns. I'm just saying.
See, I can do one thing that won't get me in trouble because you can't hear it, you can only see it. So here's for you, and have a nice day.
Listen, man, look, man, as long as it's not on the audio, I don't care.
All right, cool.
Man.
All right.
Listen, man.
I know we got the Radio Disney crowd listening, so I can't curse.
Listen, man, you know what's funny? I was looking back at the numbers. We've had people listen from like Russia. and France.
Nice.
And I was like, what?
We out here, we overseas.
I don't know how that happened. I just want to shout out to people overseas that somehow clicked over onto this. Amen.
Facts.
Thank you.
Nah, I
appreciate
that.
You know
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Maybe listen to the whole thing. Maybe you heard a partial. I don't know. But hey, you listened, and I thank you for your click. Because, wow.
Honestly, it's very refreshing because I know myself who like is just so into just looking for music wherever it is, whether the person's from Ohio, whether the person's from freaking Russia, right? That I just, if it's dope, I'll check it out, you know?
Yeah.
So I heard a dope ass Russian hip hop song making it with the beat was freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Gotta look that up. But I'm gonna find out for you somewhere.
Well, you on it, right? You on that one? You know? You said the A word.
No. Time out. That's not on that list. No, you said the 7 words. Nah, it's not on that list. It's not on that list.
Listen, you was good till he brought it up. I didn't even catch it. I wasn't even on it like that.
It's on that list, though.
Oh, my God.
How is ASS a curse word?
Listen,
hey, man, look, man.
It's on Nickelodeon, for God's sake, man.
Listen, the first one is debatable. The second one I didn't catch. Something's going on. This jar's still empty, man.
Y'all don't for the A
This
word.
jar is still empty.
Look.
That's all I know.
The jackass, you can leave that alone. He's a donkey. You know, the regular.
There we go. See, honorable.
Honorable
Honor.
gentleman right now.
There's honor.
Yeah, man. So the A word really is, you can't use the A word on
Hey,
this
man,
show.
look, I'm just saying.
I mean,
Oh, my word.
Say butt. I don't know.
You guys are buttholes. How about that, all right?
You want to leave it in there, the A word?
I mean, okay. I mean, all right.
Really.
Okay.
Hey,
There you go.
Let's
Okay.
not- No, that first one though, I don't know about that. But the first
We'll
one,
go back to the tape.
we'll go back. You on that tape?
Please,
Oh,
by all
man.
means.
But yeah, man, it's just
Listen,
we thank you.
I'm trying real hard. It's like trying to tell Pookie to stop smoking crack.
You know, it's
I'm
funny.
trying hard not to curse.
I think what said when I first brought Sed over, Sed was like, "Yes, I can just let it all rip," and that's why I originally wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Bro, I'm trying to keep it where you can play this in the car with your friend, your kids, and have nothing to worry about."
Yeah.
But now I don't know if that YouTube start coming in.
Yo, it's a wrap.
Viewer discretion is advised. You know what I'm saying?
NS mother effing W,
Oh,
not
man.
safe for
Okay.
mother loving work.
NSFW, yeah, man.
I'm just letting you know this is not for kids.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's like that.
We're grown butt people talking about grown butt things.
There you
No,
go.
seriously.
There you go. There you go.
If you look like you belong on a swing, this is not for you.
Amen.
Ain't for kids. Speaking of kids, I've heard to bring this up with you before the show. But what do you think about that whole situation with Lil Nas X trolling the crap out of the Christians?
Oh,
and
I
everybody?
was gonna dive into, but hey, we're gonna go head first. Yo, it's a genius move for the fact that you got people talking, and it always goes back to the telltale sign of any publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what question?
Clearly he's trolling in his great satire
Yeah.
in it. You know what I'm saying? And I guess for him, it is. You went for the cowboy.
Yeah. It's telling you kids to drink lean,
You know what I'm
supposedly. According,
Then you went from the cowboy to being, coming out.
dropping a low for the devil.
All right, and
Yeah.
then now you're dropping a low for the devil. It's all about what you're moving as your team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously you got people talking,
Yeah.
and then you flip. Then the greatest turnaround is you flip the merchandise.
That I want to talk to later on because I'm the sneakerhead of the group.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna touch on it.
basically customized Nike Air Maxes,
Oh,
97s,
boy.
right?
Yeah, Air Max 97.
So they're custom.
They're actually fly.
Yeah, they fly. Yeah, you customize them to make it to fit your theme of your song.
Yeah.
and you sold out of them. How much were they?
5
like,
minutes.
Were like 6 bands we're going for?
They're
Or,
going for about 1018 because is it reference to a verse in the Bible? 1018?
no. How much they were charged per sneaker?
No, $1,018.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
there were only 666 made.
exactly. So you made $1,800. The sneaker probably cost no more than $125. I assume.
Well, about 1,018.
No. Regular
For Air Max
Regular
right now is like
yeah.
150. Easy.
All right, so 150. You marked it 10 times worth of value. How ingenious is that?
Oh, it's very ingenious because of all the things that he's already established thus far. But I think the bigger point is that he's able to do this here. Because, like, when I say about satire and religion and stuff like that, because he's able to do this here. Now, when I think about some of the recent events that have occurred regarding religion and satire, I think about some of those situations that have happened in France.
Oh yeah,
on multiple occasions.
I remember that one. Because he talked about Muhammad.
Yes,
can't do that.
Particularly recently with I believe he was either a college professor or a high school professor, where like he was mindful, and when it comes to satire in the Muslim community, where he said like, if you guys feel like you're gonna be offended, you guys could step out and stuff like that.
Was it the French Prime Minister?
No, this was regarding a professor who was like getting a lot of backlash for the satire of Muhammad, and eventually one of the kids pointed him out to a killer. The killer followed him home because he didn't live that far from the school, and he got beheaded.
Yikes!
Fatwa, right? Or is it a fatwa or is it
He got beheaded by some
the term is called?
The term.
I don't know.
I'm
I didn't
not
know.
sure
This is the first time I'm hearing about the story, by the way.
No, I heard about that story before.
This happened. I think a few months ago. Actually, not. I think a few months ago.
Yeah, I remember that story.
And so I think he was killed by a guy who was also like a Russian Muslim. So like sort of, I think his background was similar to Habib Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov, something like that.
Could be Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov.
MMA champ.
Habib Nurmagomedov, the recently retired undefeated UFC, I think, lightweight champion.
Yeah, lightweight champ. Yep.
And stuff like that. And he even commented about that situation where he was like, I guess, I don't think he was for that guy died, but he was for the fact that like you don't mess with Muslims and their religion. Now, granted, I believe people are entitled to their freedom of speech. I believe people are able to express themselves creatively, however that may be. And I feel like I don't think religion should be off limits, but at the same time, we should be thankful that a guy like Lil Nas could just be able to do these things without having to worry about stuff like that here. Yeah. Not to say I'm sure people won't try him, but to get beheaded is a different type of thing. Like,
see, it's because of that. Like, I mean, think like a little bit because I remember seeing a movie called Dogma. Remember Dogma back in the day? And how much heat he got from the Catholic Church and Christian Church and evangelical groups and all that stuff. Even to the point that Kevin Smith joined one to protest in a joke because it's like, y'all taking this too seriously. And then the movie was amazing. It questioned a lot of things about Christianity, how hypocritical it could be, about it caused the most atrocities in history.
Amen.
And they were quiet about during the time of slavery. I don't know. Actually, they were pro-slavery.
Yeah, I know.
And they were quiet during the Holocaust.
Yeah.
No help at all whatsoever from the Catholic Church or the Christian Church or anything like that during World War II.
Nope.
But yet somehow they got mad because of Kevin Smith making that movie, but it made a lot of valid points.
Yeah.
Very valid. And I'm mad because now Disney they pretty much just own that movie, and I don't think they'll ever release it at all.
They own that movie?
Remember they bought it, Miramax? Miramax owned my Disney.
Oh, yeah.
And that movie was amazing. I love Dogma. It's one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies of all time.
Yeah. You can't stream it online?
Dude, it's hard to come by. Very hard to come by online streaming unless you pirate that thing and unless you or buy it outright from digital download. I don't think there's a Blu-ray release of this yet.
Well, you might as well. You probably can find it on like a torrent someplace.
Without question. You can find it on a torrent site. But it's like this movie is so amazing that even George Carlin, who's a known atheist, plays a priest in the movie, which is freaking comical as all hell.
Man, that's dark comedy right there.
Yeah, but it goes back to because he wanted to do a sequel, but they wanted to do a sequel about the Muslim religion, and he's like, I can't do that because honestly, I'm in fear for the safety of my family. Because if you touch something like that, look what happened. Like people will put a death hit on you. Yeah, and people will. You don't know who's gonna come at you at any angle, and he was right. Like I wanted to see touch on the Muslim religion, but you can't because you had these people who are willing to kill for the religion.
Yeah, it's because everybody interprets what they read, what they follow, their upbringing a different way.
Exactly.
And the right questions always make people uncomfortable. Like the right questions that people don't want to go near, and people who are intelligent enough to think for themselves and point an obvious flaw. Yeah. Those are the people that they try to eradicate quickly, whether it's whether it's like eradicate them from like existence, or whether it's like assassinate their character. It's just I just feel like or blackball them in any capacity and make it seem like this person was insane, this person was crazy, this person had no sense of reality no more and stuff like
moral
that.
fiber and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's just like I don't like those narratives. I mean, they did it. They tried to do it with Chappelle and stuff like that, which was like
cancel. We can't cancel a guy who's uncancelable.
No,
We talked about that with Bill Burr last week.
Yep.
They tried to cancel Bill Burr. That was like a negative.
and I just love when he just doubled down on it. I was like, oh, that's what you guys are doing. Oh, it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Yep. Bill Burr's definition of no F's given.
Yeah.
Throughout his entire career, that's how he lives.
Nope.
Yeah. He lives in that gray area.
Yep.
And I like you weren't here, but we spoke about that. I feel that comedy nowadays it's being the cancel culture is ruining it.
Neutered.
Yeah, they're emasculating. They're emasculating.
Yeah,
That's
they're
what they're trying
trying to. And it's I don't like it because comedy to me was the last straw of,
Let's speaking of the truth.
yeah, the last of that little light in the dark room. And
Yeah.
I feel like they're just trying to stuff them out,
Pretty much.
and I don't like it.
My thing is with comedians, they're always gonna be comedians who probably have a joke that didn't land and stuff like that. Maybe it was in the delivery, maybe it was in how it was brought full circle. But my thing is like I don't want comedians to be in their own platforms, expressing themselves artistically for a person to be like, oh, you can't say that, you can't do that. I was like, no, you just don't need to come back.
That's it.
Well,
That's
what
all.
happened to Ryan Davis? Sitting up to him just now, and dude couldn't do what he wanted to do. So now he had to go take his talents to Patreon.
That's why he went to Patreon.
Yeah, because dude was like stressing out. Dude was like panicking because you know what it is. He was right about this culture because you know what it is. You can't say certain things because you're gonna lose. You might get canceled. You might lose out on that YouTube money or that social media money. You might get blacklisted or whatever. And it's so easy to get your algorithm thrown to crap because you say the wrong things or you bring the wrong attention to certain subjects on social media or on YouTube. And some people live or die off of YouTube revenue. And it's so hard to make money off of YouTube. And I know people who stressed the hell out, who was panicking, who had to go to a mental hospital because of YouTube, because all his to say the wrong thing, and your channel is pretty much screwed. Like last week, this guy who's a sneakerhead did the Lil Nas X sneaker drop. He got it for free. I guess he got it for free, the sneakers, and because of the nature of the sneaker, dude had over 30,000 dislikes compared to 15 likes.
30,000 dislikes?
Yes. Wow. I was like, yo.
Do you know how the math doesn't work?
It got so bad that the dude had to pretty much threw his sneaker. The sneakers he got, the Lil Nas X sneakers, he threw them down his building trash compactor. Dude got rid of them. These are $1,000 sneakers. And he threw them out.
I think they were $1,800.
Well, no. They're $1,018.
Oh, $1,018.
Yeah,
okay.
Because they reference to Bible verse 10:18.
10:18. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
that's what I'm trying to say. And the dude, I saw the video like, you got to be kidding me.
I would have never done
These
that.
Nah, he's gonna go back down and get it. Don't worry about
Dude,
it.
I think no, but
See,
it's,
I'm
no,
not-
but you know what it is though? There's a light over the trash can, so it might be an incinerator. So those things are gone.
But he got them for free.
Well, he still missed out a lot of money because the resale market, dude. What are those things I showed you before? The Jesus sneakers. These are the same company that made it. The Satan shoes. They made, last year they made a sneaker called Jesus shoes. I call them the Jesus Walkers, and pretty much the same setup. The Air Max 95s, but they're in white and teal coloring, and they're injected with holy water in the sole, as opposed to the blood in the sole of the.
So wait. Hold on, let me get this straight.
Go ahead.
So the sneaker that Lil Nas X made out, it wasn't him doing. He worked with a partner with somebody.
Yeah, Mischief.
That's why I saw that thing for Mischief.
Yeah.
I didn't know who they was. Like,
Nah, it's a
we want to cancel Mischief and Lil Nas. I was like, who the hell?
Well, Mischief is like it's kind of like the up and coming Supreme in lifestyle like label, all that stuff. Like, and they did something prior to these shoes, and like I said, the Jesus Walkers, and those sneakers for my size alone. You look at StockX, they go for $20,000 for my size. My size, only one left, $20K. Your size is what size do you wear? What size do you wear right now?
I'm a 13.
I'm a 13 wide width.
We're all 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So we all got to make. So we all got chipping what $7,000
a piece just to wear one
Just
time.
one
each?
time.
Oh no, I'm not wearing that one time. No, that's
I'm
not
put
gonna.
that to sale. I'm reselling that sucker quick.
That is not gonna happen. Sure, because
so-
if I'm gonna buy, I'm not wearing that. Oh, I'll be like, yo,
Yeah, so
I'm turning that
safe.
that 7,000 to 14,000.
Shoot,
Pretty much.
you can probably make it higher than that.
Nah, dude.
Because someone's gonna buy it.
Exactly. And that's the crazy part. People, someone's going to buy that $20,000 shoe.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
And that person gonna be from Cali.
More than likely.
Cali, might be from overseas. We don't know.
Because
True.
I've seen people buy the M&M sneaker, the 3M sneaker, and that thing goes for crazy money.
What's so special about that one now? Seems like we're
I think
going
it's
off.
made with the 3M technology, like the fabric, the stain resistant stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like,
You sure it's not because it's like Eminem?
it's M&M as well, of course. But
Yeah.
it's an M&M 3M collab.
Eminem, which one? The rapper Eminem?
The rapper M&M
Oh, he made a special shoe?
for family and friends only.
Ooh, through Nike?
Yes. I think they were Jordan 4s, I think.
Mm.
And these were fly as hell. I see them online right now for going 5 digits easy.
That's wild.
And you said made for friends and family only?
Yes. So you got a pair, and you
You
flip
lucky.
a pair, you're going to be making a crazy amount of money. Enough money to get an entry-level Lexus.
Dang.
Brand new, fully kitted out.
Just for a pair of sneakers.
Yep.
I believe it. Yeah, I
Wait,
believe that.
I'm going to go back to this because you know what it is? The whole Nas situation, I like it because you know what it is. Listen, I'm not a fan. I'll be honest with you, I did pop to 2 songs from him. The Old Town Road remix with Billy Ray Cyrus and that song we did with Nicki Minaj. I ain't gonna lie, I popped to those 2 songs. They're dope.
Did he do on Carly too?
I think so.
Yeah, he doing
I
Carly.
heard it over the weekend at my job.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, this is a dope ass song. Real talk. And it's like, you know, honestly, real talk is like, people are just mad, not because of the whole Satan thing, because you know what, this whole Satan thing's been around for a long time in rock and roll and culture and shit. Listen, I put a great example. We were all raised in the 90s right now. We're all 90s babies.
Yeah.
And we were raised around 2 devils.
Talk about it.
And here's the thing. You watched Powerpuff Girls, right?
Yep.
Him. A cross-dressing devil.
Yeah.
Him. We're fine people. We're law-abiding citizens. We had Satan from South Park, who was having a on again off again relationship with Saddam Hussein, and a sexual relationship with Saddam Hussein
In the show.
in the show and in the movie.
Yeah. That they had.
And we're all not Satan worshippers.
Nope.
We're all, you know, probably spiritual people who live in God and not religion, and that's the way to live. That's my personal opinion, but I digress. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but that's how I feel. And we all then decided to, you know, cut a cat's head off. We didn't decide to worship Satan. We didn't decide to do this, that, and the third. And people, and the thing that killed me about the most is this. I have a friend who was a Satan worshiper, but here's the thing, though. The way they worship is, like, so almost similar to what we do with the 10 Commandments, the 11 laws of the earth. And it's like, they're pretty much almost on the same level as us as Christians with the 10 Commandments. So why are people beefing about Satanists for? Like, what's the big deal? And they people did a lot more for the community in terms of helping people in time of need. Like when the Muslims got, you know, that whole crap show after that bombing. Guess who helped them? When the mosque got set on fire, something like that. Guess who helped them? The Satanists. But nobody talk about that though, right?
No, because it doesn't make good for television.
I mean,
Exactly. It's not part of it
part of the
contradicts the
plan.
narrative.
Yeah.
yeah. And you know, the fight for women's reproductive rights. Guess who's on the front line with those women?
They are.
Satanists.
And the atheists and everything.
Yep.
My thing when it comes to religion is like I do believe in God. It's just that I also take different things and that I feel that morally compliment me and stuff like that. Where there's like maybe things I read about Buddhism, where there's things I read about, you know, like Muslim teachings. It's just that I don't interpret it in an extremist way, and I try to be respectful of everybody's beliefs and religion. I think that's the biggest issue that we find ourselves in, the lack of, like, you know, respect and appreciation for people's different upbringings and cultures and stuff like that.
And that's how it's supposed to be. Honestly, real talk. Like honestly, real talk. That's how I was raised. You know, I think from learning about Christianity and Reformed Christianity when I was a kid, it's like you're supposed to respect people who are different than you. Love your neighbor no matter what. Treat them as equals and whatnot. And it just blows my mind as an adult that some of us can even do the bare minimum and do that.
Talk
Yeah.
about it.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, I ain't perfect. You know what I mean? I can talk to some real ish about people that I don't like in the area and all that stuff. But at the same time, I know how to call myself out when I'm PS. I know how to and try to do better the next day because that's who I am, a human being. If I can help out the next man, I'm gonna help out the next man when I can, even they're a different religion and whatnot. But that's how we were taught. That's how we were raised. And when you see what's going on the news and the media, all that stuff, it's like, are y'all Christians? Or y'all supposed to be like, love thy neighbor, all that stuff, and what's really good with you?
The money, the Benjamins.
It's the Benjamins, it's the money, it's a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, look at some of these churches. They look like stadiums.
Yeah.
Bruh, are you tweet telling?
They look like stadiums.
Who you telling?
I'm like, Jakes, man.
See, the pastor.
But some of his work is preachings I do like.
So do I.
Because he talks some real ish too. I like TD Jakes and some of the stuff he talks about. But like you said, some of these churches are like mega billions.
Like I went to the Bronx and then I know there was a Creflo Dollar Church in the Bronx on Fordham Road. That thing is huge.
You see the one in Brooklyn?
No, I didn't.
In Canarsie?
No, I didn't see it.
Pass by it if you take a chance one time. It's you know what Starlet City is in Brooklyn?
Yes.
Basically, they have one section of Starlet City. It's a very big power. Stephen A. Smith goes there. That's how powerful they are.
Wow.
So even though Stephen A. Smith goes in there, they got a lot of money. They make guap. So, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, for sure. That dude's on every segment on ESPN. He's definitely putting money in that congregation plate. There's no doubt about that.
The highest paid celebrity personality on the network right now, right?
One of them
on ESPN. Yeah, I think
it's him and Scott Van Pelt are the two biggest.
I think outside of ESPN, it could be Skip and Shannon.
Oh, without question.
I think Skip get paid more than Shannon. Yes.
Yeah.
But is it? Finally, we're going off topic, whatever. But is it me? Does it feel like at first Skip was carrying Shannon Sharpe because Shannon learned the ropes, but now I feel like Shannon took over.
Yeah, it's pretty much Shannon's show.
I definitely feel you on that for the most part at the beginning because again, Shannon even talked about this when he was on when he did I think All the Smoke with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
He said his first year moving to LA, he didn't think he would last, but because what he would do is he'd get ready, he still go to the gym, exercise and stuff like that. Yeah. Go on the show, then come back home, and then rewatch everything, and he didn't really give him time to just rest and take a break and ease up. He's just a super professional person. That's just who Shannon Sharpe is.
I respect the hell out of him for that.
In all aspects, and I respect the hell out of him for that as well. So, but I think once he got comfortable and once he, loved LA and what LA has to offer and stuff like that, and got his, everything, once he got really settled, for the most part, it seems like he is really carrying the show. Yeah. Doing his thing. That's no disrespect to Skip. Skip is still doing his thing, but
honestly, Shannon Sharpe, he just took the ball and kept running with it.
Yeah.
That's what it is at this point. Honestly, I like Skip Bayless. I used to watch First Take because of Skip Bayless as well. Stephen A. Smith. And don't get me wrong, I used to be a big Stephen A. Smith fan, but I just feel like I can't deal with him anymore. I watch Skip and Shannon more than I watch First Take.
I watch them both.
I think I know what you feel about Stephen A.
Coming off what you're saying about that too.
But I always feel I think out of all of them in terms of how they analyze sports and people, outside of LeBron James, Shannon is probably the most objective. The most objective, well versed in a lot of topics for the most part. But he's very objective. He's even very transparent about even his playing days, because he's comfortable with what he's done already and stuff like that. He's not really trying to be like, yo, if I still played so and so, I'd do the business. There's no need for it.
He's a Hall of Famer. What more can you say?
Hall of Famer, 3-time Super Bowl champion, one of the best to ever do it at his position. So it's just he's set in that. But again, there are people that you could look at and be like, yo, this guy is accomplished as hell. Why is he talking? Why is he talking crazy or going at so and so hard?
Like with Shaq and what's his name? With that whole situation with Shaq and what's his name?
JaVale.
Yep, JaVale Crawford, I think.
No, JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
I think it was Shaq was just trolling because Shaq likes to do that.
Yeah.
But
it got to the point that
mom came involved. Yeah. So
now it's hilarious all in itself that his mom got involved.
So he's chill out.
You pull a Jay-Z move, mom's chill out.
Chill out, yeah.
But mom, chill out.
Chill out.
Shoot, even KD's
that.
mom got involved with Stephen A. at one point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did. I remember that.
Yeah, she came on the show.
Wow. Like,
shoot, man, talk about Kevin Durant, boy.
Oh, with Michael Rapaport. Oh man, that's a mess.
Did you see that?
That's a mess. That's such a mess.
That's wild.
T, bro, what?
Yo, that's such a mess.
My whole thing about that is it was both disrespect. There was both disrespectful.
On both ends.
Oh yeah,
at both ends. But honestly, the only thing I'll defend Kevin Durant on is like Michael Rapaport taking those private conversations
that's what I was gonna say the same
and
thing too.
posting it out like that is crazy.
That's
to me.
the ultimate F-boy tactic right there.
Yeah,
Seriously.
because
You can't do that.
Michael Rapaport wasn't he born in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
I think
So you know the streets. You know you won't be talking out your.
You can't make it greasy like that,
No,
yeah.
you can't do that.
No.
I thought that was just out of pocket.
Way out of pocket. Like,
I think-
like, what are you doing? Like, yo, that's
Yep.
a picture. Like, yo,
bet.
granted, deleted, but dude, once it's online forever.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take it back if you wanted to. It's like, yo, what were you thinking, bro?
I think he's very strategic in who he targets and stuff like that, because he knows there's certain people like a Kevin Durant who for the most part I don't believe will take it to that next extent. You know.
Well, yes, we just don't know though. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you're right. We don't. But I don't think you're getting that kind of energy if it's like a Charles Oakley.
yeah,
I don't think he's doing that if it's like a guy like a Charles Oakley and stuff like that.
He'll choke you out with that for real.
Like, you know, this guy used to come through and see people. So
Yeah.
like, I don't think he's
Didn't he
testing
say-
those waters.
But didn't he say he called him out? Like, yo, where you live at? This and the third.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like Kevin, stop being a tough guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like embarrassing. Like, dude, what are you?
All
doing?
that. I was like, bro, what do you? Come on,
Like,
KD.
you're a multi-millionaire. You're
Seriously.
risking your career over this chump. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Michael Rapaport. He's like a hell of a guy, dude. Latin quarters, all that stuff. New York City owned. I respect Michael Rapaport. At the same time, he can be so much of a clown as himself. Like, he can be embarrassing. Like, you do too much.
That was just ridiculous.
On both ends, it's embarrassing, B.
I'm like, bro, you guys are too much money to be going tit for that.
Like, y'all some grown ass people, man.
Yeah.
Y'all should know better.
And I'm like, for me, it's Kevin Durant. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to be rehabbing right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, you have a squad on your team.
Yeah.
now. What are you doing?
why are you so thin-skinned, bro?
Like, you're in one of the most toughest markets in sports in the world, New York City.
He's honestly, he's a fascinating case study. He'd be a fascinating case study, Kevin Durant. 'Cause
Why would you say that?
I say that because when we look at his personality as far as how he deals with media versus what we see on the court, it couldn't be more different.
He's right though.
could-
He's right.
It could not be more different. Like, you know, if I was one of his teammates, I would be on him all the time. I was like, you gonna let dude, you know, cook you today? Is because you ain't offering nothing right now, to be honest with you. I would be on him so much. I would just
Drive him
trigger
crazy.
I would trigger him to be great all the time. Cause he's the type of guy where like he could just walk into a gym and just give you 30.
Yeah.
30?
And no, like
30?
no, like when
KD can give you 40 walking to the gym in his sleep. You know 30.
that's what I mean. You know,
Oh.
there's some guys. There's some guys who like it's how they get their 30. Like
Okay.
Katie could just walk in and just put 30 up, but
Go for 10 shots.
and you ain't gonna really see like what did he really do? And then you just look at the stat sheet like, oh wow, he put up 30. But then there are times where like, oh, like he's here, like you feel it in every play and every little thing that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I would cook him all the time, all the time.
Just to get him mad enough to be like, remember we Fast and Richmond High, the guy destroyed the football player's car. He got him so mad that he was putting up some of the biggest like points and everything in the game. He was destroying everybody. He was tackling everybody. He was like put on the injured reserve list.
Yeah.
He got so mad that he just became like the Hulk on the football field. And then the same thing happened to Kevin Durant. You get him more pissed off, and I guarantee you he'll be like freaking finals level. You know, Kevin
It's
Durant.
true. I remember when you know after he left OKC and then he had to go back and Face Russ and all them stuff like that. There was a lot of chatter and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they were going at it.
There was a lot of conversation, and
Very much.
and then he got a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
The shots started going in. He started going to the rack more and stuff like that. And he kept talking, So so when I say he'd be a fascinating case study, it's because of how great he is on that court. Because when you look how great he is on that court, for a second you forget all the other stuff, all the burner accounts, all this Michael Rapaport thing, just for a second. Just for a second.
He was trolling the hell out of Michael Rapaport on those burner accounts too, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even think it was that. I think it was just it's like you like paper thin almost. It's ridiculous.
You can't be at his level.
You can't. It's like if you have opinion against him, you're wrong, and that's not the case. And Kevin Durant.
And honestly, he should be more like his teammate Kyrie Irving. Like, dude, I'm just here to play ball. I could give a damn what you think about me.
I don't know about
that. No, but I did put a video. I did put a video about that.
I don't know.
To an extent,
yeah.
To an extent, Kyrie is like that. But there were times where he would do little Kevin Durant type things and stuff like that. but I love Kyrie. I love Kyrie's game and everything about him. I just like the killers, to be honest with you. I like guys who will impose their will on you in any sport, whether it's basketball, whether it's soccer and stuff like that. You know, especially soccer. Like, if you're having a great season where you just wrecking teams by halftime, I want y'all to keep that same energy all the time, because
to the end.
To the end, because one of my favorite soccer coaches, like, he's not. If you get 2 goals, he wants more. There is no drop off. The intensity is only increasing and stuff like that.
Leave no room for error.
Yeah, some people can't deal with that. And I'm just like, listen, man. You know your great side. They know, and they are a great side. But today we're gonna impose our will on them and stuff like that. We gotta play as if they don't belong on this field with us.
Facts.
Basically, make them quit.
Yeah.
Pretty much, like, break their will.
In every aspect.
Break their
Trust
will.
me, when them goals start racking up in quick succession and it's only 45 minutes gone, believe me, there is some will-breaking things happening on that field.
That's why I always say I like football.
Man, there's some will-breaking things.
Because with football, to move a guy against his will and to the point where you don't want no more, oh, man, I love it.
Facts.
I remember we did flag football. I did it for about a year. Bruh. And we was like, listen, we're going to run the rock. No, we ain't. We're going to run and just moving somebody. And just moving somebody over and over and over and over. And knowing that you can't stop me. Oh, man.
Yep.
That's like what the Patriots going to roll sometimes. When Tom Brady was playing with New England, they'll be on a roll. Yeah. And you see Tom in your face.
Yep.
Oh man, I loved it.
That's another guy too. When he starts chatting, he's not playing with you.
No.
He's not playing with you.
Oh no.
That's one guy.
You kill him with kindness. You can't. If he gets going,
it's a wrap.
He's targeting everybody. Your best corners, everybody.
Anybody who say anything crazy, he's
real
coming
talk.
After it.
And that guy watched a lot of films, so those little slight hesitations, little flaws.
Yeah.
Sure, you'll be on that Summer Jam screen. I'm telling you, this guy is not.
It's funny when you watch. Uh-oh.
That's one.
Yeah, that's one. That's one right there.
You get the $1.
Yep.
Crap.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad, man. It's okay.
I'm just saying, man.
How long ago was that?
That was actually you did well, man. 43 minutes in.
That's pretty good.
Pretty
That's
exceptional.
pretty good.
Wow. See how far maybe we go in this next round.
No, you did great, man.
Like, it's just I just like seeing the inner animal in certain people.
But Tom Brady's a funny guy when it comes to that, because it's like off the field.
Yeah.
He's like this old, white guy who's just happy to be here, happy-go-lucky.
And then awesome wife, awesome kids.
When he gets to practice,
Psycho Tom.
Person.
Oh
Psycho
my,
Tom.
it's a killer.
Chill hide, man.
And then when he gets when he's in that field,
Psycho Tom.
Him and Ray. I used to love when I see him and Ray Lewis go at it.
Oh boy.
Because those were like 2 killers.
Yep.
Psycho Tom.
But Tom didn't talk crazy to Ray Lewis.
Oh no, that is a killer. Allegedly.
Tom didn't talk crazy to Ray Lewis on the field, man. He don't want those smoke.
Ray was a killer.
He don't want that Baltimore smoke.
Yeah, no.
No, he didn't want that smoke. I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't blame him.
That squad.
I don't blame him.
Shoot.
No.
That's probably one of the greatest defenses I've ever seen.
No.
Ravens?
That Ravens squad.
Oh, yeah. What year was
I think
that?
it's 2000.
Yeah.
Because that's when Shannon Sharpe went there the first year.
Yeah.
Yep. And still made it happen. Another Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
And greatness.
3 Super Bowl championships. And I hope, I don't know, maybe it's still out of him, but I hope his older brother gets in the Hall of Fame, man.
He's not going to get there. He passed his time. I actually put a claim up that said, like, Sterling Sharpe should have been in the Hall of Fame because of the arc he was on. It wasn't until he got the Stingers, the same thing that happened to, Cam Chancellor.
Yeah.
That's what derailed his career. Stingers. He had neck stingers. But he's one of the few Triple Crown winners in the NFL. By Triple Crown meaning he had the most receiving yards, most catches, most touchdowns. Nice. So it's just all around greatness.
So
he should be in that Hall of Fame for those
He
3
should have,
alone.
but no, he would. I think Shannon Sharpe played for 8-9 years.
Nah, Shannon Sharpe, I think.
Sterling Sharpe.
Yeah.
For 8-9 years they were there. And the year that the Broncos went to the Super Bowl against the Packers, he had to retire because of the Stingers.
Ooh. That's rough.
Honestly, it was the right decision because had he got hit like that one more time, he probably would not be walking.
No, that's how bad it was for him. That's how bad it was for him. And it wasn't, when you watched the hit, it wasn't like a crazy, vicious hit. It was a normal football hit, and he just went down.
You know what it is? It's the way you get hit, I guess, or you land, or the way you land.
I think
it's all multiple things, you know what I mean?
Well, they said it was for him, it was genetically. Wow. How his body was structured.
Wow.
So, who knows?
So how come he had to retire early but Shannon didn't have to retire?
Listen, man, we're all snowflakes. Yeah, we might be related, but you could be built differently from me.
Yeah, you're right.
From what I've seen, Sterling in his prime, he had a strong physique as well and stuff like that. That dude was quite intimidating.
Sterling in his prime was no joke. He was doing. They said at the year he won the Triple Crown, he beat out Randy. No, not Randy Moss. He beat out Jerry Rice and Tim Brown in terms of like numbers wise. Wow. How good this guy was. And I put it in a group. It's like, I think he would probably been one of the greatest receivers ever, not for his injury history.
Yeah, he was definitely on pace to do that.
He was on pace to break some numbers, man.
Yeah, that sucks. So that really sucks.
We're gonna take a break and we'll come right back. More next. So we're gonna get to some story time right here. I have a couple stories. We all have a couple stories we're gonna share today. Shout out to my homegirl on Instagram named Trinity Lorraine. That's Trinity Lorraine. Follow her on social media. So she had a story that kind of caught my attention online, and it basically says a grand jury indicts a Jersey teen for vehicular homicide, and she's 20 years old. This girl. I was like, all right, this is pretty kind of crazy. Like to put some, 20 years old to get vehicular homicide. That's kind of crazy. So, Nasheen Johnson of Newark, New Jersey was indicted by a grand jury recently for a fiery crash that injured her and killed 4 friends in June of 2020.
Jesus.
Johnson is 20 right now, and at the time she was 19. Now, what happened was that her car lost control, crashed, it burst into flames, killing everyone but her.
Wow.
Taylor Hill, 19, and Kamal Johnson, 18, both from Newark, died instantly. Ashanti McNair, a friend of hers, died July 10th, and Nashawn Brooks, her boyfriend, both were 19 and died. They're both from Irvington, New Jersey. Investigators said at the time when the crash first happened that her Cadillac CTS, she was driving at the time, lost control on Route 22, which is basically near the Newark and Hillside border, thus causing a single car crash. Her car then hit the guardrail. With that the guardrail actually punctured the gas line of the car, which caused the car to burst into flames. Damn. Johnson suffered 60% of burns on her body.
Jesus.
She also suffered a broken rib and a collapsed lung. Very lucky that she survived. The 2 others in the car were immediately ejected from the car and died instantly, while the 2 others that was locked in the car with her had died a couple of days afterwards. Now, initially they had ruled out the prosecutor, DA, that speeding, alcohol, and drugs weren't a factor in the initial findings. So I'm like, wait, if speeding, alcohol, and drugs aren't your initial factors, why is this girl being brought up on these grand jury charges? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Exactly.
Okay, because, you know, the things started going through my head like, okay, what if it was she had a revoked license or suspended license? What if it was the insurance policy that she didn't have when she wasn't under?
Yeah.
Or the insurance of lapse or even registration? I'm just going through the possibilities in my head.
Yeah.
Now, what happened was that new evidence been brought to light because a new prosecutor took over the case. And they said that she was driving an X of 90 miles per hour when the incident happened. The impact that she hit, whatever she hit, made her car skid on the guardrail 75 feet roughly and then exploded.
Ugh.
Now, 75 feet, roughly like 50 yards. So if you see a football field, imagine a car going from the 0 yards to 50-yard lines roughly.
For about that ballpark.
Just about that ballpark, right? Another thing that's kind of crazy was that the friends and family of the victims, they aren't pressing charges, is actually the state of New Jersey pressing charges on her. And I was like, you know, I didn't know through my friend who's an attorney said that Jersey can do that. Because remember when Fabulous and MLB had the issue, and MLB didn't press any charges, but the state of New Jersey did.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So Jersey has the right to do that to you. Now remember,
it's BS. Honestly, real talk. She didn't deserve it. She suffered enough.
yeah. Now remember, indictment is not doesn't prove that you're guilty. It's basically a criminal accusation of crime committed by the person. Remember, Ms. Johnson is innocent to true proven guilty in a court of law. She recently as of today, went into she went into the court hearing for bail, posted bail. Now she's set out and she has a trial in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, man, I thought that was a very fascinating story right there because I'm like, no alcohol, no weed, no drugs, nothing like that. Just kids, being reckless, and obviously it didn't end well. It didn't pan out for them at all. And I think that the girl had suffered enough.
Exactly.
You know, you did. You know, what more can you suffer from of having your body burned? 60% of your body being burnt,
and losing all your friends.
And you lost your boyfriend.
Like, you suffered enough. You should not suffer anymore.
No, there's no more. What more do you want? Do you want blood?
Right. I feel like this is just very, very petty of the state of New Jersey to continue the process and punish this woman because of what happened. Like, she suffered enough. She had to live with the fact that her boyfriend and her 3 friends are dead on her mind for the rest of her life. She has burned 6% of her body. I think she suffered enough. I think she learned her lesson. I think she should be able to live her life. Unfortunately, it's going to suck because she had to live with that fact that what happened.
Exactly.
And she was at fault for it. But at the same time, to push her even more, it's just overkill at this point. It really is.
Honestly, that's a horrific scenario, and like those burns and those scars, physically and emotionally, are not going away anytime soon. Mm-mm. My biggest thing on that is that it's unfortunate that her the other passengers died in that awful manner, and I also think it's distasteful that Jersey is like taking up a case that wasn't brought up through, like, you know, I guess mutual parties as far as their friends or friends' families go. I think it was just a terrible accident, but it makes you wonder, like, possibly visiting Jersey for like little things like that. I mean, especially if you're a rapper and you get caught up in some stuff. For the most part, you may think like this Jersey living is nice, and all of a sudden, something that you never thought you'd find yourself being accused of or a part of, and all of a sudden, you know, the state of Jersey's out here charging you on some stuff.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Side note, one of the people, I guess, didn't bear witness to the accident, but was part of the scenario. He blames the fact that the girl in her car and him, they were drag racing, you know, seeing who can get home the quickest, whatever, etc., etc. And they got off an exit or two before her, and they kept going. And then when they tried to get in contact with the girl and the guy, whatever, they didn't get in contact till the next morning, and then they found out the news. So just a warning, guys. Listen, it's crazy to drive a little quick. Just be mindful. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be driving 93 miles an hour on 202 highway. Yeah,
exactly.
But if you're going on one of those little main routes that kind of curvy roads, there's no need for that. Especially on Route 21.
Exactly.
I don't know if anybody drove on Route 21 in Jersey. It's long. It's a long stretch. It's very windy, but it's not meant to you to go that kind of quick.
Exactly.
God knows how many times I've seen cars crash on that thing.
Dude, honestly, real talk, I would think we would have learned from and I hate to bring this up, but I think we would have learned from something as I know the movie's fake and all that stuff, but I think we would have learned something from New Jersey Drive and how things played out the way it did. It's so funny I brought that up, but it played out the same way. Dude was driving dumb fast to avoid the cops in that Ford Aerostar, that van, and look what happened. Everybody in that van died. Thing flipped over. He was doing 80 miles an hour, and boom, done. Game over.
It's funny. My pop, shout out to my boy DJ Dre, Pop. He always brings up New Jersey Drive. Every time we drive to Newark, that's the first he has. You better drive, New Jersey Drive, New Jersey Drive. Like, what's so crazy about New Jersey Drive? I was like, bro, that New Jersey Drive was
real.
During that time was real.
Even now.
People would get carjacked for real out there.
Dude, I want to bring this up, but unfortunately I got to bring it up because this is personal to me because I lost my cousin to a couple of jerks who carjacked a person and they're in a high-speed chase.
Wow.
She was in front of her house, and one of the people crashed into one of the cars that was in front of her and slammed her head into the she got pinned between her car and the person's car, and her hair was crushed. Her hair was crushed, unfortunately.
Wow.
And she was young. She was in her 20s. She was about to become an EMT, and some ass who pretty much crashed into her car killed her.
I'd say
it's rough, man, because I thought we were beyond the car, jacking situation in Jersey that died down in Newark. Nope. It picked right back up a decade later.
When did she pass away, if you don't mind me asking?
It was about 2 years ago.
What? Recently? Yeah.
Recently.
That sounds about right.
So, New Jersey is coming back in that. And honestly, it's big money. Because all these cars get stolen, go overseas, and they make crazy guap.
Double
overseas.
profit in your car.
So, listen, I just sold my car, my old car, the Avalon, for about $2,000. The guy sold it to the person who sold it to Nigeria for $4,000. I think it's in Nigeria. That person will make about $12,000, $15,000, $16,000 off that Avalon.
Really?
Yes.
How many miles on the Avalon you had?
154,000 miles.
Probably nothing over there.
You'd be surprised.
I'm just saying, but probably nothing in terms of mileage.
Or money, because here's the thing, dude, a lot of people are successful in Nigeria. A lot of people are pushing BMWs, Lexuses, Audis, all that stuff, and you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
And also,
probably collectible for somebody out there.
You go to there's always lots full of cars that weren't claimed yet, ready for sale in Nigeria. Dude, it's not a joke. If you get a chance to, there's a show on Vice called Black Market, hosted by Michael Kenneth Williams. He did an episode about New Jersey Drive, pretty much, and how they were still carjacking out there, and how you can make $10,000 on one car. You can feed your entire family for months if you do one carjacking. So you take that one risk. It's you know what? I can make how much money off this carjacking for a BMW? Bet. Done.
Yeah.
Risk it.
Well, back and then you could. Now it's
now they still doing it.
Now they still do it. Yeah.
Just a bit more sophisticated.
Yeah. Like I said, because listen, even in the customs, because here's the thing, they're one of the biggest ports on the East Coast.
Right in Newark.
And all those cars go right to Nigeria from Newark. And the crazy part is, if only people,
Philly.
U.S. Customs or Philly, exactly. U.S. Customs go through all these freaking tank trailers, and it'd be hidden deep within the trailer.
It's probably buried 3 or 4
under 5 or 6 10, 12 pounds of furniture or clothing. You don't know.
You never notice it
until you have to look deep. One time they found a freaking Jaguar.
Yeah.
Deep in the side of the container. You had to go through about more than half of the stuff in the container to get to the Jaguar. And that's just one car. It's like drugs and stuff. Yeah, you got one shipment, but guess what's gonna happen? A lot of the shipments gonna go right through you guys, and you won't see it until it's too late.
Basically.
And that's what it is, man.
Until it's dropped off.
Go to Nigeria if you get a chance to. If you have the money to do it, and see how many luxury cars you see right there, chilling, on sale.
We'll check it out.
You came from America. Real talk.
Well, you got your story for us, man? You got a story lined up for us, buddy?
I sure do. So, shout out to Nicole.
Coley Cole.
The lovely missus. She sent me an article regarding songwriters, about how these songwriters, some of them are songwriters, some of them are singer-songwriters.
Yeah.
And they happen to work with these prominent, established artists in the studio. And they are like, the article was saying like they are, I guess, bullied or like pressured into giving up their published royalties, which I think is a joke, especially for the writers that are still trying to establish themselves as artists. Like if whether I'm establishing myself as an artist or just love being behind the scenes, writing songs and demoing and doing all these other things, I'm not going to be pressured to do none of that stuff.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of these mainstream acts, they live with this song forever. They get to perform it numerous times, you know, at private events that they probably could go to Dubai and get paid, handsomely for. And then you have when they like re-release these records at a certain time and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be pressured to doing any of that stuff. I thought what they were like, they mentioned one of my favorite singers right now, Victoria Monet, who's written a lot of records with Ariana Grande. They mentioned some other songwriters who wrote records for like The Weeknd and helped like co-wrote with The Weeknd and another artist of that caliber. And I just feel like they need to fight that and maintain it. It was her, it was Lady Gaga, it was a lot of them. Pretty much they were saying if you have no type of input in the song, whether it's change of melody, whether it's lyrically or like any type of production, why should I hand over just money to you, to be honest?
Exactly. I did all the work. Why should you be eating off of my work?
Exactly.
It's really beyond me. And, I tell all these artists all the time, especially young ones, write your music.
Yeah.
And copyright your stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I cannot agree more.
Be involved in, be a member of ASCAP.
Get your ASCAP, get your BMI, get all that stuff right.
Yep. Listen, I know artists, upgoing artists back in the day, plenty of underground artists, and they get screwed over royally because they don't take the time to actually read or know what's going on with what's going on, because now they have these managers who's doing all this in the third, but realize they sell all their publishing and stuff, not even knowing it.
The thing is,
so you only own your own name. That's how bad it is.
Talk about it.
Some of these artists, especially, I'm sure, like way before the internet became what it is right now, probably were just moving out on an act of desperation. Maybe they was about to lose their, maybe they were like backed up on their rent.
Yeah.
Or maybe they needed money for their kids that are on the way, and they're just signing anything just to get that upfront money and stuff like that. And I just feel like it's I get the business tactics of it, but morally, I just think it's
a crappy thing.
It's a terrible thing to do,
It's terrible.
Yeah, those 360 deals do not help the person at all. But again, it's meant to keep that artist in debt to the company.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Your advance is not your payment; it's the money that you owe them back.
Yep. Wild.
You know what I'm saying? And I know we spoke about 2 episodes ago about artists and musicians owning your masters, owning your publishing.
Yep.
This is the time right now to do it.
Now you have more power than you think.
Yeah, man. And what's so crazy? So I believe Russ was talking. Russ has been giving out some gems right now.
Simmons?
No, Russ, the artist, Russ.
Oh, my bad.
He's was he a white boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's.
I'm not trying to say it racially. No, he's light skinned.
Yeah,
he looks white.
I think he's of Italian heritage. I'm not too sure. I think so.
All right.
Yeah. But Russ has been giving out free gems on his YouTube, on everything, of how to take over this game.
Yeah.
Now, I always a proponent of, if you're gonna sign a deal, get a distribution deal. When a label, you get a song, they push it out for you. But now with all these Disco Kid and all these other things out right now, you don't need a label for nothing.
Nope, not at all.
You can do your own tours. You can do your own, distribution.
Yep.
You don't even need to print your own stuff. Just put it online.
Yo, digital distribution.
Yeah, so a distribution deal nowadays is nothing, because there's so many ways to push the music out, by your own means. I think it's Tune Connect, DistroKid, a bunch of them that do this for you. When you I guess you put it upload on their site,
yeah,
and then they put it on the Apples, the Titles, the Spotify,
nice.
all that for you.
Nice.
So I was like, now distribution is why.
What's the point? Like,
I don't need you anymore.
Don't get me wrong. I love buying CDs, but then I really don't need to buy a CD. I have Spotify on my phone.
Yeah, there's no need.
Yeah.
There's no need. These labels are basically, in a couple, I would say in about next 20 years, half these major labels are done.
Yep. Only be still around like probably be Universal Music Group.
But
and Warner Brothers Music.
That's it.
Everybody else is gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Capital Music gone.
Gone.
Arista gone. I hate to say it, Motown gone.
The worst part about this era for
Are going to be consolidated, if anything.
Yeah, that too. They'll probably consolidate together.
The worst part about this era for labels is like these self-sufficient artists are making them look like old furniture in the house.
Yes.
Or plastic on.
That's the worst part about these labels. And my thing is, these labels did it to themselves. Because
Yeah.
my thing was like, you have these new up-and-coming artists. A lot of them know who they are and stuff like that. And you're not backing them. And they're realizing that. And they're like, you know what? If I could find myself not having to get into a situation where you guys could just put me on the shelf like some, like, you know, trophy that you guys just won or something like that, then I'm gonna move. I'd rather move that way and get my just due in the long run as far as revenue goes, because artists not gonna stand for that.
No.
Like, prime example, like Nipsey Hussle was independent up until Victory Lap.
Yeah.
All he did was through his own hustle. You know, he's stripping down since 2005. Ever since I heard Hustle in the House, everything I heard from him was independently pushed.
Yeah.
Everything. Up until Victory Lap. And, like, compared to, like a person like Ace Hood, was part of Machine. And now he's independent. He's killing it right now. And the industry hates it.
Yeah. They don't like these guys that they thought that was going to be, you know, we're going to push in the shelf and bury you.
Yeah.
They don't like these guys going to undertake you and putting your hand through the dirt.
Exactly. Like,
you think they like seeing Chance stand next to Beyonce? They don't like that.
They don't like that?
Exactly.
They don't like that.
They hate that.
They don't like that.
Exactly.
You see him the weekend up on stage acting, you know, doing his thing and making these, you know, having that EXO label on his own. They don't like that.
Nope.
Look at Drake.
Shoot, Drake
is he's on his own machine right now.
He's
like,
in
to his very own, right? That's the label, right?
OVO, yeah. He's in a unique situation. That guy who they don't mention a lot, Lucian Grange.
Yeah, I heard of him.
And stuff like that, who pretty much is like running all this Universal stuff.
Yep.
He says when it comes to Drake, he says like anything Drake wants, it's like a blank check.
Yep, done. Do it.
Because he's keeping him afloat.
You're that too, but my thing is like for you to have that kind of cachet with a guy like him means at some point you can really politic your way to owning those other masters that should be rightfully his for the most part.
Unfortunately, Baby sold those masters off. Not this Baby, I mean Lil Wayne. I mean,
you know what? What he just said right there, I think he'll buy it back. I can see Drake doing like a favor, like, yo, I bought you back your masters, I own it.
Yep.
I can see that happening.
Yep.
You know, he'll be like, listen, whatever. Because, and you know, we hear that Lemon Pepper freestyle. He always bigs up. You hear him big up Wayne. There's nobody more thankful than Wayne. I understand the loyalty.
Yeah.
But
I think it's misplaced. Like, it shouldn't be there at all, because now, after losing your masters to this dude you have so much respect for, it's like, dude, I'll pull an MJ and buy his, not only my masters back, but his masters. So, yeah, I own you now.
You could do that.
He King Petty about it. Like,
he could, but I don't think he'll take it off upon himself to take it for, you know, from
that level.
No.
Yeah.
My whole thing about this is like one of the things that they don't talk about is the whole Frank Ocean situation.
That is a mystery in itself. What the hell happened to that dude?
What, right now?
Like, he live his best life. Like,
he's chilling.
Yeah.
Like, he got much money.
He flipped the game.
Yeah, he moves like Maxwell a
Yeah.
lot.
I know he writes a lot of music.
He changed the game.
Like when this guy first came on the scene, his backstory is pretty much Hurricane Katrina hit. You know, he was actually born in California but moved to Louisiana.
Yeah.
And grew and was like, you know, raised with his mom and I think his grandfather when he was like very, very young, up until his grandfather passed and whatnot. Then when Hurricane Katrina hit, he moved to Cali, packed up his stuff, got a whole bunch of odd jobs while still, you know, writing records and, you know, for other artists, whether it be a Brandy, a Justin Bieber, a John Legend and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And then he finally got a deal with like some of like Beyonce's like premier like go-to people, Tricky Stewart,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. He helped him get a record deal, and then like Def Jam pretty much shelved them, and then like Nostalgia,
which was really messed up.
Yeah.
Yep. Nostalgia Ultra was supposed to be his like debut album,
Yeah.
but if I'm being as transparent as one can be, there was no way he was getting these records cleared.
Because of
Not for the name that at the time.
the royalties and all that stuff
Yeah.
for the artists.
So you
But
had
just his name alone didn't have any weight
Yeah.
at the time.
like you had the Coldplay record. Coldplay is one of the biggest bands in the world. You had Hotel California sample with the Eagles
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
The TN, is it TN? TGNT?
Oh,
TGMT?
no, MGMT.
MGMT, yeah.
That was another big record, the Electric Feel record. So like it would have been hard. He would have had a very long
Clearance.
day
Yeah.
to get that clear. Like to get those kind of records clear, you would have to be at that point where Rihanna was.
Yeah,
if that
pretty
was
much.
if that was even possible.
Possible, yeah.
Yeah.
For them to do it.
But so ultimately he got frustrated, and then between his ties to Odd Future and how they was moving and how that inspired them, he just said pretty much whatever. I'm leaking this, and then he leaked it. A lot of people loved it,
Yeah.
like myself.
The label dropped him.
Kanye liked it and
Yeah.
everything. Then I guess Jay heard it through Kanye, and then Beyonce heard it through Jay-Z. And then next thing you know, he's on the plane writing a record for Beyonce.
Nice.
And then he wrote
No Church in the Wild?
No Church in the Wild,
Yeah.
Made in America,
Yep.
as replacements to other record that he did with Jay-Z. He wrote Oceans off of Magna Carta.
I remember that.
And he wasn't on the other record. I think Justin Timberlake was on Holy Grail.
Holy Grail, yeah.
So what I heard is Kanye heard those records. Kanye heard those records, and he
Yeah.
wanted them for Watch the Throne. And Ho was like, nah, he's just,
It's mine.
Nah, son.
that's not stuff. But it's for my
It's made
project.
for you, man.
But not for nothing, Kanye so appalled from what I heard was supposed to be in Watch the Throne, and Kanye put him on Before Dark Twisted Fantasy. So I think they were pretty even after
exactly.
even
You're
after
right,
that.
right. It's even, yeah.
So if Holy Grail and Oceans were the records for Jay, and the replacements were No Church in the Wild, Made in America, I'd say it was
It's a
fine.
win. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a win-win
win-win.
as far as I'm concerned. But ultimately, after he got his way and his like undeniable cosigns through Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Kanye, he told Def Jam he needed $1 million for the next record that happened to be Channel Orange.
Yeah.
That did really well. And then ultimately, once he got what he needed, now it's chess.
Pretty much.
Now it's chess.
And then he dropped,
Endless.
and then Blondie, right?
He dropped Endless to fulfill his contractual Def Jam obligations.
Yep. There you go. Here
Where
comes.
he's just like, it's just, music and him painting. And I don't know where the warehouse is, but he's just painting. One of those records is really good. I really love one of those records he had on that project. And then after that, the following day, he had finessed this deal that Def Jam didn't know about with Apple exclusives. Got like 20 million from them, and he dropped Blonde the next day under his label and stuff like that. So he gave Def Jam a BS album, pretty much, and then he dropped Blonde on his thing, and I think he made like $2 million off of Blonde or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that's one of those moves that label heads don't want to talk about.
That's that pretty much the ultimate middle finger to you.
Yeah.
Yep. And for a while, I think artists couldn't do exclusives and stuff like that. One of the few people that bring it up is A$AP Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the few people that bring it up, and it's not something that label heads want to talk about because, like, the last thing they need is the artist beating them at their own game.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, like who is this little N-word, being us? Like, we were established, people who run the industry. Like, how can we let this little kid, like, whoop our asses in our own game?
There you go.
You would think, by the way this guy writes his music, you would think this is not a guy to play with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I kind of see him as like, the second coming of Prince in a way, because dude knows the game. You know how he could jerk you, and he's like one step ahead. Make sure that you don't do what you did to Prince to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like
He learned.
He's my favorite artist right now because his writing and just his need to push the envelope and just like come back doing different things is what I appreciate.
Hence, I give him that Prince comparison.
Yeah, Prince.
Without question,
Prince is
he's
another one.
that he could be that next Prince.
Got you. I also feel that way about Miguel is not a guy that's like moved by money either. He's one of those guys that it gotta make sense to him. Like it's really about the art. It's something because we know he could go anywhere, get money from any direction, whether it's a record from a electronic dance music DJ who needs a record, and those guys are producers disguised as DJs. I always say that. Mm-hmm. Or he could just do whatever he wants, but he just lives his life, and then when he's ready to put the music out, he puts it out. And if it's not ready, he ain't gonna put it out. And I like guys who move like that.
Like the last thing he put out was the one with Salam Remy, right? Let's show.
That was wait, what?
Miguel. That was Salam Remy.
That was Miguel. Was that his? Yeah, that was the War Nature album. Yes,
that's an amazing song. I like that song.
Yeah, yes. Salam Remy's that dude.
Didn't Salam Remy make a project?
J. Cole's that dude.
I think so.
Like a compilation. I think
it was compilation.
Yeah, he had Case on. That was my favorite song. Him and Case did that. He was producing. He had all those Black Throws on it too. He had a couple guys on there.
He produces a very high quality of not just rap records, but a extremely high, that is to be respected quality of R&B music and stuff like that. It is to be very respected. Like some of the work he did on with Amy Winehouse, then the work he did on Kaleidoscope Dream, Jesus.
Oh, that's an album.
And then he did this one record. I'm pretty sure he did it off of CeeLo Green's the Lady Killer album, which I love.
Yo, that album was.
I gotta play that record. When we're like at the end.
I love "Fool for You." That song.
"Fool for You" is a great record.
Melanie Fiona, another slept-on artist, man.
Oh yeah, man. She was one of those girls that I know I had a thing for early on. I still do.
Dude, she's
still
bad.
do.
She bad.
Listen, man.
She bad.
These
Her
beautiful chocolate Canadian women. Oh my God.
I'm ready to.
If you can see Walter's face right now, he looks like Homer Simpson for the donut.
Seriously,
He's ready to expatriate right now.
That's
man.
it, man. It's over.
Listen, there are very few chocolate women that I just think about like, wow.
Like Saweetie, right?
Yeah,
here we go. Anyways.
Moving on.
There's Bria Miles. Bria Miles is top of the list for me.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Nice segue, sir.
Moving on. So Sonny said, man, you had a story for us too, bro. What's up?
Oh boy, you savages, man! And well, first thing first, Miami, man. What the hell, bro? Miami? Yo, I see Freakniks more orderly than what happened during spring break at Miami this year, man. Dude, it got so bad that a girl was murdered for getting roofied by these two cats from North Kakalaka. Well, they're 21 and 24. Now their lives are officially over. Yo, you roofied a girl, stole her wallet, stole her credit card and money. You used her credit card on camera. These all chilly willy and all that stuff. And the woman OD'd and died in her room.
Bro.
They found her 2 days later.
Bro. And what is she? A white woman.
There you go. And survey says if you're a black man that kills a white woman, you're going to jail forever.
They're gonna make them an example. You know that, right?
Oh, no question. They're gonna be raped to death.
They're not gonna get raped. They're gonna be an example. Because I don't think they're intentionally, meant to kill the girl. They want to have fun. Yeah. But at the end of the day, bro, what are you doing? Why would you take a credit card
and spend it and use it?
Take it to the girl's phone.
Exactly. Like y'all. So now do you see? You know what? You initially you actually planned on doing this to her.
Yes.
So now you can charge you with first-degree murder if they wanted to go that far.
Yeah.
So now your lives are over. 21 and 24. Lives are over.
You remember, murder is on intent. So depending on what degree they charge them with, but just like, bruh.
And they fry you people in Florida. There's a death penalty in Florida, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like this is
look it up.
This is the South, okay? Florida, as attractive and alluring as Florida is, I know we do.
Our refuse go there.
We cannot forget that it's still the South.
Yes, and i.e. a place I refuse to go as me, a black man. It'll be a dead man walking down there because the stand your ground law won't get you. The police will.
Okay, so Florida death penalty. They ruled that the death penalty was unconstitutional. So I don't think they have any.
Wow, I'm surprised. Because you used to have that death penalty in Florida. I am surprised they repealed it. Wow. Well, lucky for them. But then again, what's worse? Getting a death penalty or being in jail for the rest of your life?
I'd
rather die than be in prison for the rest of my life.
True that.
Real talk, because at least you know what's gonna happen at the end.
Wait, no, I'm sorry.
Wait.
As of November 2020, 339 offenders are waiting execution in Florida.
Oh wow, so there is a death penalty.
Yeah, there is.
Well, good news, boys. I guess you'll be able to avoid that ass in prison and going right beyond death row, more than likely.
Honestly, I love my freedom so much to put myself in these type of predicaments.
Exactly.
Granted, I was blessed enough to have both my parents, and I never want to think about what I could have became if they wasn't in my life and stuff like that. But at the same time, for me to possibly throw my life would have to be something very significant.
So apparently, the Florida Supreme Court issued a 4-1 opinion on the death penalty. So right now, it's stuck in limbo.
So it's a hiatus, pretty much.
Yeah, from right now, as of 2020.
I know you can't find the stuff for lethal injection anymore because no company on the place making that cocktail anymore.
Yeah, they had a whole. I think John Oliver was talking about the concoction, the medical concoction.
Yeah,
how it's difficult and sometimes they botch it.
Yep, and then your person actually suffers.
Yeah, instead of being a peaceful death, you fall asleep and die. You botch the whole thing up.
And you guys feeling every single thing.
Yeah, they said it was so bad for one inmate they actually did do it twice.
Oof. Yikes.
Crazy. Think about that. You're on death row and they got to run it back twice.
I would think if you survived the punishment, you should be able to go home and live your life. Isn't that a stipulation? If you survive the death penalty, you get to live your life.
I don't know.
There should be a
I think it
loophole.
is. That's why they have consecutive.
I could be wrong,
sentences.
but you can't get the same sentence twice.
No,
it's double jeopardy, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you survive the first time, I'll take my ass to the hospital and clean me up, so I'm ready to go home.
That's it.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? And then another thing happened. 40-year-old Spanish dude raped a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Assaulted him, shot him in the face.
Yeah.
And the kid ran away. And
the Spanish guy that did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was it looked like a white guy that did it.
Dude, that dude looked like he's mixed.
He looked crazy. He looked crazy.
That looks Bellevue. That dude looks like a Bellevue certified.
Yeah, no, he does. No, he looks psycho.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then the boy had he got temporary blinded because of the.
Yeah, they shot him in the face.
Yeah. And you raped the guy? You raped the kid, bro?
Yes,
What's
he raped him, shot him in the face, and somehow the kid still made it alive.
Yeah.
God bless that kid. I hope for a speedy recovery. God bless him because, all intents and purposes, he should, I hate to say it like that, but a shot to the face should have been automatically closed casket right there.
That was it.
Talk.
But no. And then you hear about your boy Matt Gaetz. Do you hear the story about Matt Gaetz?
Oh, Jesus.
Matt Gaetz? No, I did not.
Representative Matt Gaetz?
Y'all conservatives, man. Y'all crack me up. Y'all do the worst, man. And you call us animals.
Bruh, this guy is being founded for sex trafficking for having a relationship with a 17-year-old girl.
Oh, my God.
And you wonder why he didn't
and was traveling with the chick places.
Yes.
Going across state lines with this girl.
That's sex trafficking.
He's going to prison.
It's over.
Dude, it's like, and it is the same dude who refused to sign on to a sex trafficking bill back in the day.
Because you know why?
You can't make this shit up, man.
Damn.
You got me. See, it's like it's about politics. I always mess up, man. See, I know you set me up too, man. You set me up.
And what, man? You want to go 2 for 2, man?
Nah, you set me up. I
didn't do that on purpose. I'm telling you, I didn't do it on purpose,
dude. It's disgusting. Like, wow, you happy now? You going to Blimpies now, right?
Oh man,
give yourself a 6-inch sub, yeah.
Oh man, woo. So this is paid back for the pie. No, don't feel bad, man.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get you back though.
It's all right.
I'm gonna say like this, man. Oh wow! Wait, Arizona's $2. Where was this?
No, it's $1. We're splitting this piece, man. It's gonna go back to the pod. Don't feel bad though.
Jeez.
I know he wouldn't do his cut. I know I'm putting him back right to the pod.
Listen, I'm gonna say like this point blank, man. It's just, and this is, I hate to talk about politics, but it's so comical how evil these people are, and yet you call us savages. You call us the thugs, the criminals, this and the third, and y'all be doing the most, but you do it behind closed doors.
Amen. Talk about it.
Like, what's really good with you? Like, listen, we live in a country in which we have over 200 anti-lynching bills. And the Republicans refuse to pass a single one. A single one.
You know
so
why?
I want to know this. Who are the... You know what? I'll pay $1 right now. I'll give you $1 right now.
Let me get my laptop.
Post this real quick, all right? Get a time mark right now.
It's time, though. Go ahead.
All right. who are the motherfucking pieces of shit who are not passing this anti-lynching bill? I'm paying my tax dollars. I want to know front and center who is not passing this bill.
You can look it up online, but they'll tell you who's.
I want to know. I want to know. No, because I want you to know and speak on it. Why you don't want to pass this bill?
You know why?
Like, yo, it's like you're doing the most to show that you say all this lip service, say, oh, we do care about black people, but yet you do the most to show that you're not. And then people call me a liberal cuck because I go hard against conservatives. How can you not go hard against conservatives? Now you passed a bill. You just passed a law in Georgia.
Talk about it.
That now it's illegal to give a person a bottle of water who's waiting 7, 8,
Voter suppression.
9, 10 hours online because this piece of crap, Brian Kemp, and his constituents who are all Republican, mind you, feel some type of way and closing out all these voting polls stations in the area, of course, in predominantly black and brown areas of Georgia, because to make sure that the white majority of Georgia, who's going to vote Republican regardless, because they're afraid of the people who are of melanin, enough to the point they don't vote against their own best interests, and they don't vote Republican. That's what it is. You're rigging the system. And you tell me, oh, we're going to be sure the voting in general is done on the up and up. But there's no such thing as voter fraud. We had over 2 mass shootings. Listen, it's 2021. We have over 100 mass shootings already. We're only in March. And yet this voter fraud thing was more important. Actually, you know what it is? I'm going to call it what it is, all right? It's Jim Crow 2.0.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Over 200 laws are being passed.
You see, I got my book over here. The Color of Law. Talk about it. And the new Jim Crow I have.
Michelle Alexander. Yes. I have that book as well. Pick that book up, guys. It's worth reading. Trust me. The new Jim Crow book is so informative. Please read that book, especially if you're a person of color. Buy that book. Trust me, people. It's worth reading. All right, but back to the story. It's just, oh my God, it's so frustrating. But it's so in tune to who they are. They're about self. They're about keeping the white patriarchy in check, in power. Listen, the demographic of this country is changing. People of color in the next 20 years will be the majority of this country. You can try all you want to stop it. You can screw up immigration more than what it is right now. You can try to do all of this and the third with the voting laws, and it is going to go to the Supreme Court. Like it or not, it's going to go to the Supreme Court. And I pray, I know, in the conservative majority in the Supreme Court, but I hope that they see that this is unconstitutional. There's blatant voter suppression, these laws. But knowing how these is a conservative court, more often than not, what's going to happen is, unfortunately, nothing's going to change. Outside for more people of color and do the most in order to vote. So there's no more weekend voting in Georgia. There's no more church votes anymore, all that stuff. There's no more voting by mail anymore. There's so much stuff. You can't give food or water to people who are waiting in line. So they consider that, supposedly influencing the voter. Hold up. So I'm waiting 10 hours to vote. Can't use the bathroom because if I use the bathroom, I lose my place in line. Can't get anything to eat because I get something to eat, I lose my place in line. Can't get something to drink because I get something to drink, I lose my place in line. Don't you see something wrong with this?
My whole thing is why there should be people waiting online for 10 hours at a voting poll.
You know why.
We know why, but it all goes back to what you said earlier about these anti-lynching laws.
Yeah. 200?
They're talking to their fan base, to those people that, the radicals, the Tea Party people. That's who they're trying to cater to. Right
Al
now.
Cracker, I know.
Okay? And that's why they're doing it right now. At the end of the day, yes, blacks, you can go for either or whatever, but it's going to be up to those people that's down there to get people out of office and put people in to change the rules.
But it's hard because these people rigged the game from the giddy up.
Oh yeah, and they keep trying to push the goalpost forward.
Yeah,
but good luck because it's not going to last for too long.
But it's going to go to court. It's definitely going to go to court, Supreme Court, without question. But and now it's why I pray that they kill the filibuster because these people are still in power.
Yeah,
they're the minority. They're still in power
because you have to work with one another. Now here's the thing though, it's a downfall. If you kill the filibuster, what happens when the Republicans get in power next?
You're screwed.
So you're screwed. So it's the devil you dance with.
But you know what it is?
Just ask Lil Nas X.
Oh, don't go there.
Right
Don't go there.
Right?
Don't go there.
Right?
Boo.
Like that
Boo.
little word
Bad
play,
joke. Bad joke.
I let my man walk right here, man. The king of the words.
Quiet.
Quiet.
Yeah, no, but it's like, come on, guys, man. It's like, and I follow this woman called Lenizzy on IG. Yo, she dropped gems, and it's like, come on, man. It's like your dad butt hurt that you lost, that you got 2 Democratic senators from Georgia now, and you're so butt hurt now you're gonna do the most just to rig the game.
Listen, man.
And he's afraid, right? He keeps afraid. He knows.
He knows he's afraid. You know why he's afraid.
Stacey Adams should have won that last election.
Of course.
And she'll win the next one.
And she wouldn't. Exactly.
So
a black woman. It's coming.
And here what blows my mind. He just had a person who killed 8 people.
Oh, here we go. Talk about it.
And he was carried like, oh, he had a bad day. Let's console him. Let's put him in the car, easy, like he's a child. Treat him like he's worth something, And it's not his fault. It's those 6 Asian women. That's their fault for you having a 6th edition. It's your fault for having a bad day because they're there. In a time in which anti-Asian sentiment and violence is on an all-time high, not since we've seen since like, I guess during World War II, during the internment camp era. And funny story when I brought it up because guess who were the people who tried the most to stop that internment situation? Take a wild guess.
It was.
Come on.
The atheists? Satanists?
No. This was more simpler. There's no religion. Black. Ding, 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 ding. There you go.
And mind you, the Asians are the one that start hailing the blacks sometimes too.
Because you know what it is? Because of the model minority mentality.
Oh yeah.
Because see, the Asians, they were treated like crap. They were given racial epithets. They were treated like dogs and all stuff. But you know what? They're still model citizens. They're still successful. They're still going to school. How come you can be like them? Like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Like, and this is what kills me the most. This is why, and I hate to say, I have plenty. Listen, it is real spit. I have plenty of friends, family who are Asian. And I'm going to say it point blank, it is so hard for me to be on that bandwagon of anti-Asian, thing. And I understand, I understand the situation. I understand the hurt. I understand the pain. I understand that you guys are going through a lot because of the piece of crap that was formerly in office, correlated your whole Asian race to a virus that you had nothing to do with. You're Asian Americans.
Yeah.
You had nothing to do with the COVID virus. But unfortunately, because of the piece of crap Dope 45 and his fan club, guess what happened? They're all coming at you now.
Yeah.
Real talk. And it's sad. And yet, somehow, we as black people are painted as the ones performing all the violence. Whereas, furthermore, from the truth. Mm-hmm. It's like, why are you doing this? Why are you... And this is what kills me the most. NBC and ABC are doing the most of paint like, oh, it's not white people doing this. It's black people. Granted... Want to tell you a story later on today? 2 other stories that happened in New York City.
Which, wants to put it on there right now?
You know what? Unfortunately, that 2 incidents occurred. Actually, a couple of incidents occurred.
Yeah.
A black woman beat up a woman at an beauty supply store. Mm-hmm. A black man beat up an old black man on a subway train in New York City. And this one boiled my blood to no end. I think my blood pressure went up a couple of hundred points because of what happened in this one. This Filipino woman is going to church. 65 years old woman. 65-year-old woman. I don't care who you are, what color you are, but this. I'm gonna finish the story.
Go ahead.
This woman was walking, minding her own damn business, not bothering nobody, and then some piece of bitch by the name of Brian Holt, I think.
Yeah.
I'll gladly pay my $1. I don't give a damn. I'll gladly pay the $1 because he is a piece of dish. I don't give a fuck.
It's all right.
I'll pay my $1. Here you go. All right. So unfortunately, I'm losing money right now as I'm speaking the truth. But dude, it's so frustrating. This waste of sperm killed his mom at 19 years old, mind you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that part.
Killed his mom in front of his 5-year-old sister.
At 19?
At 19.
And he's out walking the streets?
17 years later, 38 years old, on parole, on supervised parole, mind you.
And he pulls that crap he pulled?
And he stomped at a woman, 65-year-old woman, on 43rd Street. New York City is heavily policed. How in the hell no police officer was in the area at the time? Like, explain this to me. Like, y'all NYP mofos roll deep. How many people are in the NYPD right now? Over 20, 30, 40, 50,000, 70,000 people?
I'll look it up. Hold on.
I'll double check right now, but I think I'm guessing ballpark price 50,000 people on NYPD right now. I know they roll deep. There had to be at least 50,000 people in NYPD and at least 20K on the island alone. Wait. Hold on, I'm watching right now, man. Sorry for the.
Okay, wait. Right now, 55,000 employees,
Wow.
36,000 sworn officers, 19,000 civilian employees. So roughly around 90K.
So pretty much you have about
90K, 100K.
40,000 cops on patrol.
55,000 cops. No, 40,000 cops on patrol. Yeah, roughly.
Roughly 40,000 cops. And I'm guessing at least 15K of those cops are patrolling Manhattan alone.
Yeah.
Because, Wall Street and the World Bank and all that stuff is on that island, of course. So they had to protect those things. But you can tell me that all those cops, nobody saw what's going on. And here's the kicker. Sorry, bad choice of words. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just.
No, listen. You're
but this guy stomped this woman out. Like, kicked her in the gut on some real, like, Charlie Murphy, True Hollywood Stories, like, front kicked her in the gut.
I saw the video.
And I saw the video, and then the dude, like, kicked her right in the gut, dropped her to the floor, and dude stomped her out. He was stone cold Steve Austin like she was on fire.
Yeah.
And nobody did nothing. And here's the thing. These 3 people were at this building, saw the whole thing play out. Not one person, not the delivery driver or the 2 security guards, came out to help this woman. And it gets even worse because look what happened. They closed the door on the woman. And they ain't my problem. I kept it moving. So you mean tell me someone's getting attacked in front of your building and the 3 of you aren't man enough to go out and save this woman's life? Are you effing for real right now? Listen, I know Captain Save blank. I can drop $1. But here's the thing. If a woman's in trouble, best believe I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna save her, but I'm gonna do what I can to stop it from getting worse. The situation. Yeah. Like de-escalate. I have to attack the person. I'll attack the person. There's times in which I used to bounce, in which I seen dudes drop roofies and girls' drinks, and I body slammed this. Yeah, another $1.
No, that's right. This one you can live past.
I body slammed the crap out of them, and it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I don't listen. Don't you have mothers? Don't you have sisters, aunties, grandmas, nieces, what have you? And you don't do this like this to a woman? I don't care what woman it is. A woman's a woman, and you don't do that to a woman.
Talk about it.
I'm provoked, man. Even provoked. Listen, I will never hit a woman with closed fist or, even open fist. I'll put her in a full Nelson.
That's it.
I'll put her in a hold, or I just yeet her across the room with one arm and throw her at the club, which I actually did. Funny story. A woman was in the club acting all out of pocket, and her friend was acting like a total, blank on wheels.
Yeah.
And I had to kick him out the club. And pretty much, I was pulling 2 of them both from my right arm. This woman she clawed my right arm from here down.
Oh, scratched you up?
Scratched me up with both hands, mind you.
Ugh.
So I got matching sides on the scratches.
Ugh.
And I tried to play it off. I was trying to play it off.
That burn must have handy, right?
It hurt like a mug.
Yeah, it's burned. You burned. Your skin's being rubbed off.
Dude, it's like, yo. And she was rubbing too. I was like, yo. I was by the stairs at the club. It was like 5 stairs. I threw her out the door. She fall on her face, man. Like, you mother blick, you eat. And she was cursing up the storm. Like, yeah, guess what? I tossed you and your dumbass friend too, man, out the club. Now what are you gonna do? Both of them, like, they were like at least 400 pounds, easy. Just tossed them at the club.
That's
nothing. Look at you only got tossed. Cause I was mad that day because my arm was like clawed up for about a week, and I poured. I don't want to waste tequila, but I had to pour Patron on my arm
just to stop it from being infected.
Yeah, it burned like a.
I can only imagine,
dude. And even then, I never hit a woman close fist ever, even with that situation. I was kicked in the grapes by a woman during a fight in the club. Like a full-on dirty person. Yes, in the jewels.
Like a punt?
No, like a straight. Like she was wearing boots, mind you.
Oh,
like those Stacey Adams boots, like the
fatigues.
Yeah, and I don't know how I was managed to still stand up. But dude,
I would have killed over.
Dude, I should have fell to the ground, but because she got me square in the middle.
Ooh.
And somehow I was still standing and trying to, because my boss was right there with me.
It's testosterone flying. That's what that was.
And it was the adrenaline. So as soon as I got in the club and the adrenaline wore off, I fell down to my knees.
I know you did. Listen, man.
I was like, yo, I tried to catch my breath. It was, whoo, Lord have mercy.
Women don't know how sensitive, balls are because you don't got to hit them. You can just go like this. And
Wait, I'm done.
That's a little.
That's
That's a little. That's all you take.
One
Little
tap.
tap.
That's just tap. Just
Not,
tap.
not hard. Just
Just a little tap, and that's it.
tap, and then you do it. Shoot, mine's I'm never gonna go there. That's too graphic. I'm never gonna get into that.
Nah, not to the YouTube channel.
No, it's a YouTube channel. But yeah, man. Nah.
Yeah, but it's like, you know what? I can never hit a woman. You know what I mean? Like,
but that guy's a clown. I can't believe that.
Brendan Holt, right? His name is Brendan Holt.
Listen, man. I knew they found him. Thank gosh.
Because this dude was in plain sight. Dude was
Yeah.
a pink coat and everything. That ball
He
head.
had like
everything.
track pants on, a blazer, and just literally front kicked this woman on camera. They got
Like,
the camera feed.
like dropped him. Like, you ever saw like the Bradshaw kicking wrestling?
Yeah.
That's what he did to her.
Yeah, bam. I was like,
Full force.
Big boot to the chest.
I'm
And
like,
it went curb stomping on her head. I'm like, what's going on? Who's saying
yeah, where are the other guys and the guys are watching it?
And then the guy had to never close the door.
And here's I can tell you guys what happened in that story because that's a good ending. That piece of crap got arrested, and not only that, the two guards who didn't do spittle to help this woman out. Guess what happened? They got suspended without pay, pending on investigation.
Because it's optics.
Because you know what it is? It's bad. It's a bad look. How the hell, if you're a security guard and you can't do the bare minimum to help a woman who's getting stomped out in front of your building, imagine what you can't do. So what that tells me as a person who hired you as a security guard? What that tells me as me, can you what's going to ensure me that you can do your job? You know what I mean? Like, it just blew my mind. Like, it's like, and now they're trying to find the delivery driver who was involved as well because it was from a third party, but I hope they find the delivery driver as well because he didn't do nothing either. Yeah, I know people say they shouldn't lose their jobs, but you know what it is? If you can't do the bare minimum and protect people and protect, a woman that was defenseless.
Yeah, man.
Like, y'all deserve to lose your job.
Yeah, man. It's
Screw
terrible.
Screw suspension. Screw the union. Y'all need to lose your job.
Yeah, no, it's terrible, man. I hated it. I hate watching the feed. That's what got me so irate. Is you watching the feed and you watch this woman, and the dude it's like he's big. He's not a small guy.
Like 6'2", 6'3".
He's a large man. He's tall. He's taller than me.
Yeah.
And he literally just kicked this woman in the chest and started stomping her out. And I'm looking around.
Where the hell's everybody?
Everybody's inside. What are you doing?
And they close the door.
And you close the door.
I'm like, you mucka-lucka. You close the door on a... Oh, my God. Woo-wee. See, I'm not trying to lose any more money, so I'm not going to curse. I'm like $4 in the hole right now.
It's the optics, bro. That's all it boils.
It's
the
disgusting,
optics.
man. It's
the optics of what happened that day is terrible.
Very.
Terrible. That shouldn't have happened.
Oh, my, man. I'm just pissed. I was so angry when I saw that, man.
That shouldn't have happened. And the fact that the guy closed the door.
He needs to be fired.
And he didn't even call,
911 like
nothing.
No, he needed to be fired. Straight up.
Anybody call 911 when this thing was going on? I don't know.
Nope. Not to my knowledge, no. Yo, they need to get fired. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all need to get fired. Come see me. If you ever heard me say that, my email is registech55@gmail.com. Come bring your hate mail with me. I'm more than willing to take them. Trust me.
I didn't like it.
But you know what it is? What's worse, me talking crap about you guys, or you guys not doing nothing at all to help a woman who's on the floor bleeding?
Talk about it.
Yeah, real talk. It's like it's disgusting.
Talk about it.
Super disgusting. But I'm gonna move on because I won't get any more angry. I don't get any more money. What's the total right now?
Let's see. We got got a little
$4.
Little $4. It would have been a little bit more, but hey, you know what I'm saying? It's all for good causes.
Give me a mercy. Give me a mercy.
It's all for good causes right here. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a mercy swear.
All for good causes. You know what I mean? Just go into the pod.
I feel like Luke Cage right now, man. Swear jar.
We're bringing you entertainment, and bringing you value, man. We're bringing you value. But listen, we're gonna take a little break, and we'll come back. We're gonna close it off on a high note. No more sadness.
Yes, this is one. It's for my New York smokers and tokers. You know what I mean?
Yes, it, baby. We'll be right back. Yo.
Yes, sir.
The vibes is here.
The vibes?
Yes, the vibes is here. The vibes is here. Last segment we were being very depressed, and there's a lot of sad things going on. But I think we're going to end it off on a really high note. So, the Grizz.
The Grizz.
You got a story for me about one of your favorite ladies that you like out there, huh?
From the Bay.
From the Bay?
She's my type.
Queen my type?
Queen my type.
What's going on with Queen my type?
All right, so shout out to all the beautiful women from the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know who you are. I love all of it. The hyphy sound and everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
However, I gotta say, sweetie, that was not your finest hour.
It wasn't. Why?
It looked really bad. The headline and everything. It's one thing to break up for whatever reasons between you and your significant other at the time. However, this recent footage,
courtesy of TMZ,
of you from what I read, you taking your significant other, now your ex's belongings, and you guys are like wrestling over it for a bit, versus what the headline suggests are two different things. And I feel that you were playing into nonsense,
playing the victim,
and it's not a good look. That's not. I don't know. It didn't look good, and it's not something I recommend these women to follow suit on, because there are cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And my thing is, your character should never be into question. And I'm not gonna lie, sweetie, that was very, very questionable to me. Again, I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know you from a hole in the wall, but I'm just saying.
He would like to get to know you though.
I'm just saying that it wasn't a good look.
You sure?
Not your finest hour.
You sure?
dude. She was trying to take the man's PS5, man.
Very sure.
I'm fighting you for my PS5. You know how hard them find right now? I'm fighting for my PS5, man. You out of your damn mind. Try to snatch it away from me. Try to throw it away, man. We fighting.
You fighting worse?
Now something's going down. I'm even rock bottom or something because that's a PS5. You know how hard it's to find even for a person with money?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, man. You out of your damn mind. Try to mess with dude. That big orange crate I seen in the video, and people say there was a PS5 in there. And I'm guessing you tried to mess it up or something like that. I guess because
why?
I don't know. It must have said the wrong thing. They make the cycle chick go out. So here we are, and now they're breaking up. Know what it is, man? At the end of the day, it's this, man. I don't know what happened. Supposedly there's infidelity, whatever. But I'm gonna say this: kids, if you're young, you're into life. Enjoy the life. Don't get booed up because honestly, you make too much money.
Feelings.
I might loop that instrumental. I have
so
looped that
deep
instrumental.
in feelings.
You make too much money, and you pretty much open target. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm not saying old girls. I'm not saying old girls, but I'm saying this. A lot of... Damn, I'm already contradicting myself already.
Boot up.
Boot up.
Yeah, you messing me up right now, but yo, right up and down, man, tripping down. Be careful who you mess with, and who you marry, because it may seem nice at first, but then when reality hits you, goddamn reality hits you hard, and you gonna find out that girl you married is all peaches and cream. It's really not what it seems to be.
Oh, she's not your type?
Hell no.
I'm saying.
Listen, I was taught at an early age, go for something that's an asset and not a liability.
Talk about it.
She's a liability.
It's funny. I got a video on my page talking about assets and liabilities. Why some women out there can't seem to find that right guy. Because
you're a liability.
You're a liability, mama. You're not an asset.
Listen, if you're not bringing nothing more to the table but vagina and booty and being an oral surgeon and whatnot, and not we go out there with a job.
Nothing wrong with being an oral surgeon. I like those.
Listen,
All right.
I'm not Jesus. Who am I to judge? But I'm judging either way. I'll be a hypocrite right now. Screw it. Why not? But yo, here's the thing, man.
Looks like I care, but only on camera.
Pretty much.
On camera.
Facts.
Only on camera.
I'm just like this, stripping down. Guys, more guys who at this point in their lives are looking for an asset and not a liability.
Yes.
I was raised in a traditional West Indian household. My mom was Belize and my dad's Haitian. Both were working people. Both had working jobs, and they still held a family down for over 30 years.
Talk about it.
If you're not about that life and want to build up as a team and only want to see the dude as an ATM, guess what, Chica? You ain't going to find a dude anytime soon. And you're going to be part of that committee I call the Bitter Betty Committee. Shoot. And I see a lot of Bitter Betties on IG comment walls, on Facebook walls, and all that stuff. And I get hate mail and yo, people talking the worst about me when I talk to them, try to tell about themselves.
You're just gonna keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere.
Oh, man.
Just like that.
But
Damn
you know,
right.
well, you said something that caught my attention
Go
about hardworking people and et cetera. I've seen a lot of couples where one person worked and the other person didn't work.
Yeah.
And the person doesn't work, they're being dogged out. Because you have one person doing everything. And I've always been that person. You got to bring something to the table, too.
Exactly.
Because if you're not bringing nothing to the table and I'm doing all the heavy lifting.
Or not.
Hey, if I feel like going outside for a couple hours,
Guess what's
I
gonna
feel
happen?
like going for a couple hours.
In the words of Unc, I'm looking for a partner, not a sponsor.
Talk about
Facts.
All right?
I have no bills in my life, man. I don't need another one.
Real talk.
I can do, you know what I'm saying? I do, you know, you do a little something for, you know, man, you for
Ish.
you know what I'm saying?
I got it. Yo,
What did I
listen.
hear?
Listen.
You just dropped the S-Bird?
Listen.
I
No,
think
no,
I caught
no,
him.
no,
I
no,
got
no,
caught
no,
him.
no, no.
I think I got him.
No,
I think I'm
no,
I'm going to
no.
go back to the tape.
No.
I'm going to go to the tape.
You can run through the tape. I told you I didn't.
I'm going to
He's
run through the
slipping. I know
tape.
You know.
He's slipping.
I think he slipped. But go ahead, brother. It's
Listen,
okay.
listen.
It rhymes with Liddy.
Listen,
what I heard.
listen.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Listen, my biggest thing is like I gotta have a reason to spend my coins on you as far as materialistic aspects. I'm not gonna just do it because it's part of some ridiculous quote or because these like personalities got you out here geeking for things that you're entitled to.
Oh, I told them about themselves last week with Derek Jackson.
Yeah.
I told them about themselves last week, man.
Y'all ain't entitled to nothing. Anything what y'all entitled to is some hard work. That's what y'all are
Yeah,
entitled
I'm
to.
tired of death
Sure.
and Texas like the rest of us.
You know, you guys are entitled to some hard work. If you guys want to go out here and get, work hard and be respected and stuff like that, by all means do that. But this notion that you think a guy is just gonna be a simp,
Just because you have China?
and have a bunch of money, and he's just gonna bend to your looks and your allure, whatever you females think. The joke's on you.
Hey, man.
I'm going to say it point blank because we both work at strip clubs.
Yeah.
I have yet to drop a single dollar on a room or a lap dance in that club. And the only time I dropped a dollar was this one woman who I'm not going to drop her name, but she was cool as hell. She's from the city. She's mad chill. OG tripper, but she's fine as what, man. Spanish woman, and she is the coolest woman I've ever in my life. We're friends and all that stuff. We talk, and she's like way different than the other Dominican chicks I deal with at the club. And yo, I give her straight up and down. I ain't gonna lie, the old woman I gave because she held me down. I give her $30 for Christmas. Like, yo, here you go.
Really?
Here's toll and gas. I got you, and boom, done. Because when she comes back, she comes from the city. She comes from like the city. And comes out to Rockland to work, and because she don't want to work in an area.
She drive?
She drives a Lexus. Yeah, she drives a Lexus
she's
down
good
here.
then.
But you know what it is? I hooked her up like, listen, man, here you go, boom. Thanks for looking out, thanks for the talk, all that stuff. Because she's one of the few girls I actually get to talk to outside from the job, and we just chill and hang out, and that's it, done. I never had to spend a dime on her. Never had to do anything like that. Just we're just cool people, and in this industry, it's very hard to find that.
Oh, very
really
hard.
A genuine ass person. Like I could name about on one hand all the girls I'm cool with. I actually go out and hang out with, and I don't have to drop a dime on. Straight up and down.
That's different from me. I'm I get my tip.
I seen
money.
your girls at your place.
I get my tip money for the dances, and I'm constantly recycling the bread. Granted, I get more in return on the back end.
Yeah,
but I stay recycle the bread back. You know what I'm saying?
because I know you I know you had to push at least over 100 a night, and I play everybody's gonna be gone automatically because of these girls, man.
Oh, with tip?
Yeah.
Not well. I might get a little $50, $60 extra.
That back end chicken.
Myself as well as a bouncer
Okay.
around that ballpark.
But it's a different kind of atmosphere. I think I made more money in the trap clubs, strip clubs, during the pandemic than ever before.
Oh, well, question.
I don't know if because people feel appreciative of actually going to a spot to relax.
Yeah.
Or is that they're just so happy, or they got extra bread to spend. I don't know.
I think it's the fact that they're happy that you're in business.
Yeah.
Because honestly, real truth be told, and now even the numbers are spiking up as we speak right now in Jersey. They're just happy you're still in business.
Yeah. Well, you know, because Murphy doesn't want to give no more unemployment money to people anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're looking at like the budget. We have to open. We can't stay closed anymore.
But in New York, unfortunately, because of Cuomo, he's the one that changed nothing. Like right now, we're still closing at midnight.
That's why everyone's running from.
11. Sorry, 11. Correction, 11.
That's probably why everyone's running from New York to Jersey to party.
Pretty much, because now y'all catching older bread from New York money now.
You know, it's funny that you talk about that.
Yeah,
bro. Do you know how many dancers and bartenders hit me up for work?
Dude, I'm not surprised.
Do you know how many?
I'll give you per each week. I'm guessing 20.
Yes. Just about.
Wow.
Constantly in my inbox.
What's good?
Are y'all hiring?
What's good? Are you hiring?
What club is hiring? I'm like,
dude,
where you from? I'm like, oh, they say from New York. I'm like,
dude, mad girls.
You looking at me up for me?
I'm
these
just a DJ.
women in my. Let me show one of these dancers in my inbox that hit me up and tell me why should she be looking for me for work?
I'm just a DJ, man. That's all I do. I just spin records.
I got search here right now. I'm not gonna put her name on blast, but it's just like
I gotta see this, man.
Bruh, what you looking at me for?
Like I said, I can put in a good word, but that's about it. Oh, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying?
She's looking at a girl, Rudy Huxtable from the Cosby Show.
Yeah,
she get it.
She's gorgeous.
And she would have worked up here?
Not up here, but in Jersey where I'm at.
And she's from where? The South?
I think she's either from. She works in New York. She worked in New York or worked someplace in Jersey.
But she lives in the South, though.
No, she lives in Jersey.
Oh, wow.
But you know what I'm saying? She's a gorgeous. I'm like, what you want to be around what I'm doing over here? Like, you should be
in a top scale club.
Yeah, you should be one, you know.
But you know what it is, though? On the island, those clubs are closed.
Yeah, I know. Staten Island, yeah.
No, I mean, the island in general.
Ah, okay.
Like, they're not really popping like that, like the strip clubs. Like, there are some that are open, but they're under the same rules and regulations as we are up here in Rockland, man. And they can't do much because, I saw a couple of clubs got shut down.
Yes. Especially a couple of clubs in Jersey got shut down. A few of them because of violations.
There you go. Like you think these people ain't checking these clubs? They are checking their clubs.
No, they are. And ABC will walk, because the difference between New Jersey and New York, which I thought was pretty radical but pretty like insane. New York, liquor license run by the state.
Yeah.
Right? So the state gets your liquor license in New York. It's very hard to get one, very hard to lose one, et cetera, et cetera.
It's easy to lose one and hard to get.
Okay?
Yep.
In Jersey, each town runs their liquor license.
Wow.
Not the state.
That's actually pretty dope.
So that's why, like, there's certain towns in Jersey which may have like 25 strip clubs or girl clubs, but maybe one town might have like 2. Because the town only allows certain amounts of clubs there, or might have 0.
Yeah, exactly. Because the blue laws and all that crap.
Yeah, because how they work it out there. So
yeah,
I'm like, there's no. I appreciate you hitting me up for work, but it's just.
I'm just a DJ. I just spin records. I don't hire talent.
Like I said, all I do is I take information, I forward it to whomever, and then if that would have happened, I'm like, yes, I got another place you can work at. I'm over here. You know what I'm saying?
But I'll be gladly to get her number. What's up?
No. One thing I tell a lot of these people that come in my line of work is, and I'm being completely keeping $100. You are a number to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about a number in terms of a phone number for me personally. You're a number for my business.
Yeah.
So in case I want to do work with you outside of in here, you will call me up.
Yeah.
And that has happened a few times when I've done baby showers and birthday parties, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Private events, because of these people are considered my clients.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to cross that line because, once you cross that line,
the business ordeal is pretty much done.
Business, and I've seen so many people, DJs, especially DJs, cross that line, over.
So never business and pleasure. Just
over.
Straight business.
Over. I've seen dancers fight over DJs.
Wow.
I've seen bartenders fight their friends over DJs.
God. Wow.
I've seen bartenders and dancers fight over DJs. I've seen dancers fight with the DJ's side girl. The stuff that I've seen.
Where's the love for the bouncers?
I've seen bouncers and getting into it the dancers sometimes too.
Whoa, wow.
Okay? Because they were, effing around. I'm not talking about the club I work at. I'm talking about numerous clubs I've been at.
Yeah.
So I've seen it all. I'm just like, I can't. I don't. Because you know what it is?
You don't want no mess in your backyard.
Yeah. And another thing too is, it's like a work relationship.
Yeah. Because
I'm always around you. And especially if I see your goodies.
Yeah.
By accident or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to think. Like this one, I'm not going to put it out there. Gorgeous girl. phenomenal. I've seen her countless times walk out.
Yeah.
Whew. Loved. I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
When I lick of her, touches her, that liquor touch.
Yeah. Nope.
B-I-T. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
C-H.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my gosh. Woo!
No, I seen it before. The Jekyll and Hyde.
Woo!
The Jekyll and Hyde.
Sweet girl.
Yeah.
Sweet girl.
Until that liquor hits
So
her
that
tongue.
little Patron or that little hen dog or that little tequila or whatever they drinking.
Clase
hit them.
Azul hits. It's a wrap.
Oh, I'm like, yo, I literally told a couple of them, listen, please don't drink around me.
Yeah, because I don't want to deal with your ass.
I don't want to deal with you.
Nope.
What?
I said the same thing.
I don't want to deal with you.
Like, no, you messy. You're a sloppy
messy.
drunk. You sloppy. I can't mess with
Being
you.
in these clubs made me realize women and liquor don't mix,
Nah, not at all.
especially harsh liquor. No.
No, like y'all.
Your wine, yeah. Your little fruit drinks,
But
yeah.
tequila and vodka.
But you want to go straight to the hard stuff with no
You
chaser?
can't hang. You can't hang
Nah.
with us. Nah, you can't hang
Nah.
with us.
You 3 or 4 cups in, and you're already talking crazy to me. And I'm like, I will choke you out. I wish I would. Like, there's been some of them. I wish I was your man. Because the next morning,
I will shake you like a British titty.
I'm not shaking. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'll let you go sleep, make you feel nice and right, and we wake up in the morning.
Hit her with cold water.
Just let it rain on you.
Hit her with cold water.
Hit you right in the face with cold water.
Ice in the bucket and everything.
That,
Like,
all that,
splash.
all that splash.
Chipped ice and everything.
'Cause you
Not
talking to me
cubes.
crazy.
Chipped ice. Like, yo, you're going to be catch that flash.
You were talking to me crazy. Yeah, that's what I want. I want all that. You talking to me cruel crazy, and I gotta remind you,
like,
stop.
who the hell I am. Like, yo,
Yeah.
straight up, man. Like, yo, you bugging.
But it's terrible.
Hit you with that cold water challenge straight up. Like, right in your chest.
Terrible.
Like, ah!
Terrible. Anyways, so we're gonna end it to the night with a great note. A great note. You know, I feel like the air outside is a little bit greener.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I can smell a little bit. It's just the sun has opened up out of nowhere. And the reason why I am so very happy is because New York State has finally, after 2 years of battling this, finally decided to finally legalize marijuana. I am so happy. Clap your hands. I am just ecstatic as unbelief.
It's about time.
New York has the chance to smoke and toke again.
Dude,
In the 6.
we've been at this since I think they went into law of 2019. I'll pull it up. I can find it over there because I actually have the article of this happening.
I'll be smoking in the
Yeah.
city.
So in November of 2019, they had a marijuana legalization bill, right?
Yep.
It passed 24-10.
Yep.
So then it went into, they go through the phases, whatever.
Yeah.
At the time. So
What happened?
it finally hit Cuomo's desk in
Yeah.
2021. He signed it.
He needs money.
They went back into the House again to ratify it.
Yeah.
It passed 43-20.
Yeah.
And now New York is the 15th state to legalize recreational marijuana.
So y'all can breathe easy now,
Yes.
and y'all can smoke
Breathe
and toke.
easy.
Yes.
The cops can't harass you anymore, and then now this becomes the big question now.
Okay.
What's going to happen to all those prisoners that are locked
I
up
want
right
to
now?
talk about it right
Go ahead.
there. So, Assemblywoman Crystal D. Peoples-Stokes has been pushing this bill since 2013.
Wow.
In 2014, New York allowed medicinal marijuana, which at the time, it's all right,
Yeah.
but it's not like the good stuff. 21 years and older can use the weed.
Yep.
You can actually now grow pot in your house now.
Yeah. A couple of plants. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple plants in your house. At least, I think 6 or 7 plants.
About 6 plants.
Yeah. Possession, not higher than 3 ounces, 24 grams.
Yeah.
So anything higher than that, you probably get a fine.
Misdemeanor, probably.
Or something. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
A state-regulated marijuana marketplace will be set up in the coming months in New York.
Start investing, kids.
Yes, there you go. So this is another thing. People who have criminal records involving marijuana, the records will now be expunged.
Nice.
All right. So a lot of my friends that got locked up in the past because of weed, and again going back to jail constantly because of weed, your records are now
Clean.
Clean. Do you know how that feels, people?
Congratulations, you can vote again and get guns.
Yes. Clean.
Yeah, I did, Skip.
Skip.
Yeah.
Skip.
Hey, yo, Skip, man. You good, Skip?
Skip.
You good, yeah?
I'm good.
Okay, let's make sure.
I'll tell you,
man.
Skip, one time, man. Don't be slipping. Skip, don't be slipping.
He on that, you know, that edible.
He's already celebrating.
He got that edible, and that's why
I am
his head's in,
so happy
his head is in the
that
cloud.
we are approved.
He got that Eddie.
Sometimes we just need to chill out. That's all. Sometimes
Like, he is too chill, man.
He had that Eddie.
He's like
zoned.
Value level chilled right
Zoned.
now.
we need to chill with the right vibes, the right people. Just relax.
Okay.
Dude's like the guy from the Blackie Weather Forecast, our family guy. Yo,
Yeah.
how's the weather out there? Not that bad.
That's it.
Not that bad. Facts.
It's bad chill right now.
They also said 40% of
shit.
tax revenue from weed will be rerouted to minority communities that had disproportionate numbers of arrests.
So weed farms, it's gonna happen in the hood. It's like gonna happen or no?
No, I'm gonna get to all that.
All
So
right.
basically, what that said is like the statistics of drug possession charges is equal between users,
Yeah, but-
white and black,
but-
white and
exactly.
minorities is equal. But the ones who are incarcerated in jail are 8 to 10. So for every 10, there's 8 people who's in jail because of minorities.
Yep.
Because of that.
But I'll tell you right now, you go to Columbia, I can guarantee you, on that campus, 'cause I've been to Columbia multiple times, somebody's lined the hell up on that campus in plain sight. Nothing happens. Not even a ticket summons.
There you go.
I seen it.
So the revenue that they say we're bringing for the taxes will exceed $350 million per year, with billions of dollars in sales,
Yep.
new income to come,
New jobs.
new jobs. People with past convictions, which I thought was pretty rad. I didn't think they were going to do this. Was past convictions and involved in illicit weed market can participate in the new marketplace now.
Nice.
That's fire.
Okay.
I
That's
love to
awesome.
hear that.
So weed can be smoked, in tobacco places
nice.
so far. But more modifications will come, most likely.
Yeah.
As each state each
Phase.
county or city or whatever will enact their own laws.
Well, in other words, just come to Westchester County or the Kings County,
yeah.
or maybe even Rockland County,
Yeah, and
and
get
you
your
be
little
good.
smoke on.
Orange County even, but any up like Sullivan County, like the real bright
Yeah,
areas of New York.
they probably will not allow it.
Nah, they won't. Now, if you understand why I say bright, then you understand what I mean.
Yeah. Weed, however, is not allowed in schools,
Boo.
workplaces, or
Boo.
inside a car. You
no
can't
doubt.
smoke in those 3 places.
DUI,
right now,
of course.
Of course. In New York City, which I thought was pretty kind of cuckoo, you cannot smoke in beaches, parks, boardwalks, playgrounds, or pedestrian plazas.
Okay, that's
Those
cool.
those are all places that were banned for
Yeah.
smoking tobacco.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I think New York as a whole
Yeah.
banned tobacco smoking. Remember back
Yeah.
growing up?
Yeah, we seen it on a regular.
Yeah, they had a smoking section for you to smoke in restaurants.
Yeah.
And they changed the laws on that.
Yeah, because under Giuliani, I think, or under Bloomberg.
I think New York as a whole did it.
Yeah, no, but I know who's
I
mayoral.
probably was under Giuliani at first in New York City.
Then Bloomberg went all the way in with that, right?
I don't know, but I know in New York State,
Yeah.
you can't smoke inside restaurants because back when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s,
Yeah,
people were smoking inside
Yeah.
Denny's. Then
yeah.
smoking, they said that when you went to a restaurant for food, they say you want smoking and non-smoking.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were
And
raised on.
and the people were able to smoke inside of a restaurant
Yo,
bar.
we are
lounge.
showing our age right now.
You know what I'm saying? So that all
Like
changed.
back in my day, we had payphones and
Yeah.
VCRs
People don't know
and
about
smoking sections.
If I pulled out a cassette tape, they would not know what I'm looking at right now, people.
And this thing called a mini disc
Yeah.
that lasts for all but 2 years.
Well, this
Yeah.
is a prehistoric artifact right now. The cassette. It's completely different from streaming, something you kids have no idea about.
Nope.
And now to rewind it when the tape's not working properly. Guess what? We take a pen,
Yep.
put it in the circle thing,
And
So yeah,
sort it out. That's it.
exactly.
You did it yourself. That's how you got your wrist strength going up.
Exactly, man.
Try to take a 90-minute tape deck everywhere.
Your girl will appreciate it later on in life.
or what you would do also if you had a I think it was one of those portable. Was it portable? I don't remember where you can put the tape inside and
Yeah.
fast forward.
Tape rewinder.
Yeah, rewinder, and then we rewind it for. That's what you had.
That's the stupidest invention I've seen in my life.
'Cause
Yeah,
remember,
it sold well though.
VCRs didn't have a rewind button.
Wait, did
Some of them didn't have it growing up. Yo, they didn't
Mine
have
had
it.
Mine had it.
But that's when it first came out. They didn't have the playback. That's where the tape rewinder. It would do it for you.
No, we had it. Ours we bought it was an RCA one. Dude, that was like about $400 back in the day.
Gee.
Think we got it from Trader Horn or from the Wiz?
I think. Remember
Wow,
when?
I'm really old.
Remember when VCRs had the
exactly, fam.
the cable channels on it,
Yeah.
and you would have to like if you wanted to play your Nintendo, you had to connect it from the cable
Yep.
into the adapter and plug in your VCR so you can play your games.
Yep.
And on the Nintendo or whatever console switch,
Yeah.
they had either had channel 3 or channel 4.
Yep.
So you can play.
The RFU
Oh
adapter,
yeah. So yeah, I'm showing my age right now.
Remember this?
I'm showing my age. This is before they had RCA's and HDMI cables.
And back in our day, we didn't have no online game. We had the Sega channel.
Yup. Oh, dude.
The X-Band.
Dude, was that through Optimum?
That was from TKR Cable. Wow! How do I remember this? How do I remember this?
Because I remember they had you plugged it up to your
Yo!
Sega Genesis, right?
Yeah, and you plug it to your cable. You put your cable plug into the back of the thing,
Yeah.
and you play your games. You get 30 games a month.
Yeah.
Dude, my father used to get it for me, like $13
That was
a
the
month.
first streaming, right?
First streaming. There were other add music videos and movies to it, but unfortunately it closed down around 97. So that's what happened, man.
Could you imagine that was still going on right now to this day?
Dude, it wasn't for the Sega channel. They wouldn't have online gaming, period. That's gonna be 100. Cause that thing pioneered online gaming.
But I digress. We're gonna go back. Go ahead.
Before we forget, because you told me last week to look up the information about EA and the yellow tab thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna end this on a little, recap.
Well, I didn't finish the weed part, but go ahead.
But no, go ahead.
No, so the last place the only place you can't smoke in New York is on the sidewalk.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can smoke a blunt in front of a cop.
On the sidewalk. Can't smoke in the building. In
Dude.
the pedestrian park.
Is this Denmark or America?
Listen, bro.
I'm
just happy.
I'm about to light up in front of a cop and yo, what are you gonna do about it?
This
What are
is-
you gonna do about it?
This is for me. I am happy because a lot of people that I knew growing up had weed charges on
Yeah,
their
same thing here.
records. And for the fact that they now can have it expunged and can actually work a regular job now,
It's a beautiful
without
thing.
having that, that blemish
They can
on
vote.
you.
They can do
Oh,
work for
man, I'm
government
so
jobs,
happy.
all that stuff.
I'm
Yo,
so happy. I'm so happy. You don't know how
Exactly. It's a
that
good
makes you
day.
feel. That's the only reason why I care about it.
yeah.
And the fact that after a while, I'm looking at marijuana should not be a class
Class
D or it's a high class
B,
drug.
I think class B, I think.
Yeah, compared to crack cocaine. No,
No.
it shouldn't be that high. Because I make a question: when last year somebody on weed overdosing?
Never in the history of the world.
When last year ever somebody on weed getting into a car accident and causing chaos on the road? Never
really. Seen
Never
it.
heard about that. I've heard more about alcohol
Exactly. Or crack
or crack or
Or
even
meth.
taking those damn pills.
or fentanyl.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've never heard anybody OD on weed. You fall asleep.
You happy, hungry.
That's it.
Yes, you are.
So I look at weed as of alcohol tolerance.
Actually, Cole, this are 3 symptoms of smoking weed: happy, hungry, huggy.
Amen.
You're gonna be, you want to love somebody, hug somebody up.
Oh,
you
bro.
want to raise somebody's refrigerator, and you're gonna be sleeping your butt off.
There you go.
And that's what it is. That is the greatest drug in the world because you know what it is? It makes you a better, well-adjusted person.
Talk about it.
A lot of people who have cataracts, glaucoma, arthritis, back pain, all that stuff, now can be happy something. Now they can just light up and not have to worry about the cop getting in their freaking way.
Shoot, forget the cop. You don't got to take one of those pills, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know what it is?
Those pills are doing
I
much more
prefer
damage.
you smoking weed
Yeah,
than to get any painkiller or
Yeah.
pain pill, period.
because you get addicted.
Plain and simple, wrestlers, athletes, NBA this year alone finally now will stop testing for weed
Yeah,
in their players.
yeah.
It should have happened a long time ago.
Because you can take Toradol.
Yeah.
No, is it Toradol?
Demerol?
One of the drugs that they would shoot you with
Yeah.
to numb the area.
Yeah.
But but they said they got so zoned out that
You call
like
a zombie.
They be like a zombie. Like they serve some place that I could hear people's footsteps from the top row. I could hear someone. I was like, what?
Wow.
How so zoned out you were? And they said my leg felt like I had a new leg. That's how much damage.
Until
they
it
were
wears
doing.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Even Plaxico Burrs was talking about he was on that stuff.
oh yeah, of course he does. I think he got shot himself.
No, it was the season where he tore his ankle.
Ugh.
When they won, it was when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They said that Plaxico Burrs went to practice the whole week, but only showed up during game time. He actually had an interview. He talked about that year.
Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy.
There you go. Take another weed nap.
We're gonna have a sleep draw next. That's what we have next week to balance the stuff out.
Yeah.
That's it. Next week's a Sleep Jar.
You be a rap for you. You
be
got
a rap.
$100 quick.
You're gonna be every time I'm gonna tap you.
And no, you're like a rhythm. Like,
That's it.
that's
And
$2.
tap right there.
That's $2 straight up.
put right in
you
there.
better drink some Red Bull.
Yeah.
Mix that shot it with freaking 5-hour energy drink. Because
That's
I'm
it.
gonna be on your butt like flies. to
Next
crap.
week is gonna be the swear jar versus sleep jar.
Who will lose the most money?
That's it.
You're gonna lose.
You're
homie.
gonna lose next week.
How am I? I'm about to be 38 years old this month in April.
Really?
Yes, 38 years
You
old.
don't even look it.
Dude, I don't do drugs. I don't drink that often. I don't stress out. I have no kids.
Not
So-
yet.
Don't jinx me. Don't jinx. Listen, there's enough Regis's in the world. Y'all can rock out. I'm gonna live my best life.
Nah, bro, don't worry. We're gonna have a oof, baby. I'm gonna send a dancer your way.
Nah, son, don't do that to me, man. I was there with one of the Brazilian chicks in my club, man. I can't do that. Nah, man. It almost happened. It almost
Bro,
happened.
these
Thank God
Spanish
it happened.
girls.
Woo, thank God it happened, dude.
I don't know what it is, but they love hefty dudes. And if you got
Because
if you
they-
got
they
long
have
hair
money.
or you get the beard, whatever,
Yeah.
forget it. They have.
Nah, they have money. That's what it is. I think in certain cultures, the bigger you are, like especially in Brazil, if you're big, they're supposed to be being fat with money, being
Yeah.
wealthy.
Because
And
you're eating good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Some good thing
nah,
over there.
chica, I don't eat filet mignon. I eat burgers. I'm
Real
broke.
talk. Real talk. It's not what you think. All right. Don't judge me by my cover. Okay. All right. Don't do that.
That's ableist right there. Yeah, you saying I could be a rich guy. I'm not rich.
Okay.
I'm broke. No, I'm stupid. I'm being stupid. I'm sorry, guys.
So said he said, man, ended with the. So last week we was talking about EA. We had talked about the gaming industry,
Yeah.
and then I asked you a question. Because we talked about EA games, and we said why was there certain cards they had a yellow tab, and I thought it was just for show, or did it have a special meaning? Did it have like save points? Remember you talked about Nintendo having a battery inside the cartridge to save things
Yeah, for certain games.
Certain games. And my man said he sent over here, hooked it up, and he sent me a link. Can you talk about it?
Well, pretty much this is Wrestling with Gaming, the channel on YouTube. He talked about the whole situation with EA, how they pimped the system, and pretty much changed the way games are made in general in the whole marketplace. And here's what happened, because back in the day, EA wasn't what it was today. EA was a small development house who was mainly focused on PC, and they wanted to branch out to the console game. Well, the problem is this: you make a game for console, you have to kick back to Nintendo or Sega in order to get your game out there. So that's the problem. And that is a percentage of, I forgot what the percentage was, but it's pretty damn high. Because annually, like if Sega went through, it's not Sega, if Sony went, not Sony, if EA went through that deal with Sega, it would cost them over $35 million, that contract, in order to put their games through Sega. Yes, they're asking their assets to Japan. They had to format it on their cartridge. Then they'll publish the game and whatnot. It was a seal of approval.
So
and all that
basically,
stuff.
it's a whole monopoly that Sega and Nintendo was running at the time.
Yeah, because these are
with
things. Exactly, because know what it is? And this is why I saw about last week with Tengen, how the Tengen cartridge was different from the Nintendo cartridge, because they were able to, I guess, retro engineer a wraparound around the system's fail-safe system, so therefore they're able to play the games without actually having the trouble of going to Nintendo and having to put their software on their cartridge for it to play. So Tengen did that, and their games weren't officially licensed from Nintendo, hence you never seen Nintendo seal of approval on their cartridges or on their box art. Sitting with EA. EA said, you know what? We're going to lose so much money. We don't have that much money to freaking do this and pay Sega to put our stuff out there. Like, you're going to kill our business. So you know what we're going to do? It's like, you know what? They had people in in-house development team, or programming team. They had a dirty house and a clean house. And the dirty house their job was to find a way to work around the Sega's fail-safe system and find a way to retro-engineer and way to reprogram their games into playing outright, but without having to deal with Sega's BS that's programmed into the system itself. Because the way the chips and everything is formatted on that system is meant to keep certain games either region locked or not working at all. It was not officially made through Sega. So what happened was EA themselves found a workaround, and they were at the CES show back in the day, and they showcased their games on the Genesis system, and people from Sega saw what happened, and they were scared crap. It was like, how the hell did they pull this off? They didn't give the games to us. We didn't, publish the games. It was, they did it in-house. It's like, oh, crap. And then Sega's worried because if they're able to do this, imagine if the rest of the companies that want to make games on our system could do the same thing. All the problem is, EA was the only ones able to do it, and they're offering their services to other people for a smaller percentage than Sega. Problem is this, though, no company wanted to do it because they're afraid of getting their games outright banned from sale. Because, people were legal beavers back in the day. They're very litigious. And, here's the thing. EA, the president of EA at the time, went to do a meeting because they want to be professional about it, so doing the whole wraparound. Decided to have a meeting, and they were so nervous. Sega was so freaking nervous that this was going to be a common thing in which other companies were going to bypass Sega and publish the games themselves, cartridges and all, that they say, you know what, let's make a deal. Let's do this in the third. We'll reduce our cut for production and whatnot, and for loyalty fees and all that stuff, royalties, all that stuff, and make things more reasonable so that you have more of a profit for your company. Like, Sega was so shook by the fact that EA was able to do this, and they thought that everyone was going to follow suit, that they pretty much caved in the moment the meeting started. So pretty much EA changed the way games were made for the 16-bit era. And the rest is history now, because look what happened now. Like, now, people were able to make games, cartridges in-house, and keep some of the profit in-house as well, without, blowing the bank of getting their games officially licensed. Like, the games are still licensed for Sega. The Sega seal of approval, whatever, or Nintendo seal of approval, whatever. But at the same time, they're able to save more money. The developers were in the driver's seat. They're in control, and honestly, that should be the case in the first place, because people bust their butt and they shouldn't get gypped to have their creation on your system. Yeah, it should be the other way around. Like, you should be paying us because we created a game. The reason why people want to buy your system, and EA made a lot of games for the Genesis. Like the Road Rash series, Sketching.
I love Road Rash.
The Haunting with Poltergeist, Captain General Chaos, Mutant League Football and Hockey, NBA Live, Madden Football, NHL 94. FIFA 94, so many games EA made, and EA Electronic Arts made the Genesis their proprietary system. You know how you have pretty much Capcom with Nintendo up until the PlayStation era? Yeah. Pretty much Electronic Arts was Sega locked down up until the PlayStation came out. That's when shit changed. But that's a story. That's a style for another story. That's a story for another day, I mean. All right. But honestly, this was like pretty much what happened with the Sega Dreamcast, with what happened with the Genesis, and because now there was a workaround because there was no copyright protection of content on the system. So I could burn an image onto a CD
and play
it outright. And
I remember that.
So that's what killed Sega in the gaming department, in the gaming console game, because they lost so much money on the Dreamcast that it took one of their biggest investors to actually give him a $500 million loan, and on his deathbed was cool with it. You can have it, and give him additional money. His shares of the company, he gave it back to Sega and that made him give him enough money to make him a game manufacturer. Without that money from the guy who unfortunately passed away, they wouldn't be around today. Sega, straight up and down.
I always said that the Dreamcast was the system that broke the mold for gaming.
It's an amazing system. Like,
it was.
It was like pretty much. It was our closest thing we ever got to a Neo Geo. Yeah. And Neo Geo, even to this day, are so freaking expensive. I've never been to a person's house, and they're an avid gamer collector. I've never seen a Neo Geo in person, outside from a game store, because it was so expensive. Dude, the system alone right now still. In 2021, this is over 30 years old. And to play it on your flat screen TV and everything, it'll cost almost a G. For a 24-bit system that had games produced from 1989 all the way up until 2009. They had games published up until late in the aughts. Wow. The last game was, I think, Samurai Showdown 5 Final. That was their last game.
And the fun thing I liked about Dreamcast, it was a multiplayer game system.
Yeah, 4 controls.
Yeah, 4 controls, and they changed it. And what I think they almost had the hard. Well, they had the memory cards. That you
the VMUs. Yeah. You play on the go.
Yeah, and then you could in that memory card, it had like expand. It was ahead
of its time. It was good. Like, dude,
way out of the box.
I was playing
the graphics on that thing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Look, I was playing my character from Street Fighter Alpha on the go in high school, building my stats up, and when I get home, I was whooping dude's ass with my man Guy. Dude, like, it was ahead of its time, but like I said, unfortunately, it lost so much money, and it took one of their biggest benefactors to save Sega. $500 million.
Now the Sega games are on Sony.
Yep, you have Sonic with Mario. You have Bayonetta on the Wii U and on the Switch. You have Sonic the Hedgehog on the PlayStation 4. You have all these characters who were normally for the Sega system all over the place.
One of my favorite games to play on the PlayStation, I got addicted to. It was this original Sega game, was the Yakuza series.
Dude, I love that game. Yakuza.
I actually was playing it. That's why I'm so mad that
I have the remaster series.
Yeah, that's what I have. I got so mad that my PlayStation's not working because that was my game.
Dude, I see your system right now. Dude, look a big ass paperweight down, man. Like, yeah, I feel bad for you. And we're trying to find this man a PS4 Pro. Dude, that is like damn near impossible to find one right now unless you're paying eBay prices, man. Yeah, look, I'm gonna help my friend out. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna go to the city and see what's up. Cause God forbid my sneakers that are coming in tomorrow are not the right size. I may have to go to Flight Club. I'll hit up Chinatown and see if I can find a PS Pro.
All right, cool.
If I do find one, yo,
hit me up. I'm down there.
There you go.
All right, y'all. It's about that time. We're gonna wrap it up. Walt, give me your handle, brother. That's 4. That's $4. You're gonna put it into the sleep jar next week.
Oh, that's now for like 400. What's in the background? Like, yo, that's more money. Cha-ching!
Cha-ching!
We going to Red Lobster.
City said, man, hit him with your handle, brother.
All right, emails directed to registech55@gmail.com. I'm at City55. That's my personal IG account. Seti Rudy's POV. That's my BS IG account, and that man Seti on Twitter.
And I am the orchestrator and the moderator of all these group of guys. You can find me on all social media platforms at DJINTENCE, and follow the podcast page on the record. That's on the record. You replace the C with a K, and thank you guys for rocking with us. We appreciate it. Listen, we don't look at statistics. We don't care about that. We just in here talking,
vibing, and
just watch the growth, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna leave you guys with a little motivation, and then we'll end the show. So, people out there, if you're feeling down, you're feeling alone, you feel lonely, find somebody. I don't care if that's a dog, a bird, an ex, a new coworker, etc., etc., etc. If you find somebody that believes in you, time to go to work. You just need to find that one person who believes in what you about and what you are going to do and what you can become. And once you find that person, nothing can stop you from becoming successful. Okay?
Facts.
So go out there, you find somebody, and do what you got to do. What you got, Seti?
Unfortunately, I gotta say this because today marks the 2-year anniversary of the passing of Nipsey Hussle.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say something real quick because honestly, I watched the video earlier today, and it really brings about self-care and self-love, and that's what's really needed in this world right now for everybody to love themselves, to be above the madness of reality. He said this one thing: would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or be at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we know the answer. I think for me, it's the latter. I'd rather know that I'm good, because you're not gonna be able to change the world. The world's gonna still be in chaos.
Yep.
You could try to save the world, but you only die frustrated and tired.
Amen.
And it's like we're going with the COVID virus. I had the virus. I lost 6 people to the virus, and I'm trying to tell people, yo, get vaccinated, get on that list. Yo, you don't want to deal with what I dealt with. Yo, Mr. 133 fever, urinary tract infection, respiratory infection, loss of taste and smell, blindness, like aches all over the body. Yo, I was 10 shades of messed up, and I was just a nobody. 4 weeks of hell, and you know what it is? It's got to the point that people were fighting me against this, to the point that I have people like Rizza Islam, call me out when I'm trying to tell them, like, yo, why are you spreading this misinformation? I had the thing. I had the vaccine. I'm good. Nothing happened to me. And he tries to say, oh, brother, stop perpetrating this, that, and the third. Like, word?
Oh, really? Brother Islam went after you?
Yes, in the comment section.
Wow.
It's like, I used to follow dude, but now you can't even follow him anymore because they kicked him off all social media platforms.
I unfollowed that guy the day Nipsey also died. And the reason why I unfollowed him because he was spreading misinformation
about the government.
About the government, and I was like, bro, I'm done with you.
And the LAPD as well. And it's like, why would the LAPD kill somebody they wanted to work with?
Granted, the cops may have, said what they said on radio, which they did catch about, hustle this, whatever, and
Yeah.
But the police chiefs and the police unions
wanted to work with him.
They wanted to work because he was gonna bridge the gap. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, his timely demise, man. So
what's today? Unfortunately, 2 years.
2 years, man. And
marathon still continues, bro.
That's it, man. The marathon continues, baby. Just like I said earlier, man. Someone believes in you. That's all you need. Go out and put that work down.
Facts. You're at your own pace. Nobody else's. You're not gonna pay with nobody but yourself.
Peace.